so it's a little sensitive now. Like the wire, it's not even like the wire because I've replaced the wire several times. It's just the actual microphone. If I bump it incorrectly, like it'll disconnect itself from my computer, and then my computer will go, "Oh, that microphone's gone. We'll reset all your settings for you because we know exactly what you want to do. We know exactly what you want to do."
That sounds weird.
It is absolutely weird.
I don't think I've ever had that with my Yeti. When I had my Yeti back in the day, like that never was a problem.
What are you using now, though? If you're not using the Yeti.
I'm using Audio Technica.
Ah.
I actually need to get a new mic.
Yeah, I'm also looking into getting I think there's a Elgato. There's an Elgato face cam and there's an Elgato mic that I'm looking into that I might get later, but that's like way down the line. Like, if anything, my first priority is a new monitor.
Taking a telly. Are you getting that for Black Friday?
I didn't even think about that, like, cause I usually don't even go shopping Black Friday, like, ever.
You don't have to go shopping. You buy our stuff online. Be smart.
That's true, yeah. Or maybe I would I'll wait for like Cyber Monday or something like that and see if I can get a deal.
Are there ever any deals like with it, like that you think like, yeah, I must have this?
Like, I think the only real deals that I've ever actually seen is like for TVs. Like TVs, like they like you get some good, like I would say low end TV, mid range TV for a decent amount. Like, if you're not looking for anything special, you could probably find yourself a good mid range TV.
I got my TV really stupid cheap. I originally bought I had two TVs. I bought my first one. It was like 48 inch. It wasn't a smart TV. It was 48. It was 48 inches, 1080p. And then a 4K 60-inch TV went on sale for less than the price I paid for this one, so I refunded that shit so fast. And it was a smart TV too.
Okay.
What about since everyone has like a PS5 or Xbox Series X at the moment, do you feel like you really need a new telly for that? Like something that's like
oh no, I need I'm gonna need one. Actually, when I get my own PS5, which I have one PS5 sitting around, but it's not technically mine. But if I was to get one officially, I'm gonna need a new TV. I can't even stand my current TV right now anymore. My current TV is just it's serviceable. I'll say that. It's just serviceable. It's trash almost. It's borderline trash.
How do you have a PS5 and it's technically not yours? How does that work?
Didn't you borrow it for a Rise?
Yeah, I borrowed it for the demo for a Rise because it wasn't coming. The demo wasn't coming out anywhere else. And my friend said I could just keep it until he needs it.
You might as well just give him the money and be like, dude, well, I've had this long enough. It's been good so long.
I haven't. Yeah, I'm gonna keep it real with you. Ever since that demo for a Rise, I don't think I've turned on this PS5 for a while. Like, I meant to hook it up to my TV so I could use it as an entertainment hub, but I haven't even done that.
I think it's probably because you have to return it. That your brain is just not allowing you to do it.
It could be that, yeah. Or I'm trying to keep it in as good as a good edition as possible. So when he asks for it back.
He's not like, bro, you messed up my PS5 by me.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to make sure. But he said he's gonna take it back when like God of War comes out, Horizon comes out. He'll take it back then.
Dude, that's a long wait though.
But that's the whole thing. First of all, he shouldn't even got a PS5. But I shouldn't even talk about that because he shouldn't never got a PS5. He doesn't need one right now. Right now, he doesn't need one.
I feel like right now, no one really needs a PS5.
Yeah, that's
everyone's jumping on it because it's shiny and fresh.
That's
true. Look at the new console. I gotta have it. Damn, I don't have anything to play.
Basically.
I really don't want to use that goddamn DualShock 4 anymore, so...
He's right. Talk to him. DualShock 4, worst PlayStation controller.
You could buy a DualShock 5.
Well, I don't know about that, but it's definitely not one that I want to use anymore, that I have to.
But if you buy a DualShock 5, can't you just... Wait, does
DualSense?
DualShock 5 work on the... The
DualSense.
DualSense. Does that actually work on the PlayStation 4?
No, it doesn't.
Works on a PS3?
No, it works on the... Sorry, what?
Works on a PS3?
We're not going to talk about that.
Wow.
Alright. Alrighty, what's going on, Chad? How's everybody doing? Ricardo, Heason, Trody RPG, what's up? H Dracon, Kogan, what's up, guys? What's going on? How you guys doing?
We got a super chat. We got a super chat from Nemo Propaganda saying, catching a live one. The squad is back. Life is good. Bless up. Let's go. Yes, sir. Back after like 3 months. Let's go.
I have not been 3 months. It's been
it feels like it. I can't remember what we talked about last time.
My Discord was like, it's been 3,000 years. I'm like, damn, it hasn't been that long. Like, come on, relax.
It does feel that way, though. It does feel that. The amount of times it was like, oh, podcast tomorrow? Yeah, we did a podcast, and then it's like,
Yeah, definitely. Gone. Ghosted.
yeah,
Nothing.
nah, 0%.
I was like,
chance of
if Shadow has not made the link on YouTube, it's not happening.
Oh, you guys finally noticed that.
It does not exist, therefore I do not see it.
Yeah, that's a good indication. If I haven't made the link yet, it's probably not happening.
He hasn't committed. He can back out whenever he wants. Just saying.
It's a bad relationship.
Unfortunately.
That super chat from Duo Beard saying, "How is everybody? Shadow is a jerk. Hashtag Garfield Gate. Garfield Gate. What?
Oh my God, this guy.
I think Duo's off his meds.
Nah, Duo. Like I was live streaming SMTV, and there was a running joke in my chat that like the Kate Sith demon is like Garfield, and I was supposed to use him all the way from the beginning of the game to the end of the game, through the whole lot. Like, it was crazy. It's like a running joke.
Oh. I see.
Fun fact, Duo. I got rid of that. I got rid of the Garfield a long time ago.
Damn.
Because I've been playing the game. I've been meaning to stream the game again, but just haven't had time. I'm probably not gonna have time this week anyway. I probably had the game beat by then.
There's this meme going around. Speaking of Garfield, there's this meme going around about people drawing Garfield as a big titty goth girl. I don't
Oh
know.
my God!
No, Val. You wanna know how I know what Riku's talking about? Because I see people talk about that. And y'all know what I put on my.
Y'all know what community doing it, but
Ace Breaker with
That's the
the
thing now.
$2 super chat saying Garfield Gate. Never forget you,
Oh
Garfield.
my God! Is this what this is? This Garfield? Oh my God! What is wrong with people, man? What's wrong?
I think it
I
has
don't
a
know
hashtag
the
and everything.
context of this, and I will not know the context of this.
What is wrong with
Good boy.
What's wrong with people, man? Yo, the internet is a crazy place, crazy and wild place.
Okay.
Say that.
All right, let's get this party started. Welcome everybody, HPMP, the JRPG podcast, episode 71. I would say we live on Google Play, Google Podcasts and all that good stuff. But like, I haven't uploaded the last 3 episodes to the platforms just yet. I think I will do that tonight or a little bit early tomorrow. I think I got like 3 episodes I gotta upload, but we're still on there. So if you want to go on Spotify and listen to us, we're on there too. Don't worry, the latest episodes will be uploaded. Just gotta find time to download them and rip through audio. But yeah, it's been a while, but you guys know how life goes. Sometimes you be like, oh, I can do a podcast, and then all of a sudden something comes up and it's like, nope, can't do a podcast. I'll be going into stuff with the best intentions, but it is what it is. But yeah, we try to get an episode out every other week, but you guys, of course, see how it goes. All right, we got a couple of things to talk about today, guys. So hopefully it's a good show. It's a good show. Let's start off with our intros. Go ahead, Riku.
Riku?
Oh shit! That's
I can't. Yo, this man Riku. How dare he? Like I call him for a goddamn intro, and he's just going. Like, who is this man?
Mic check. It's my mic. I don't know what's going on.
Man.
It's his mic. Okay,
That's
cool.
coming. You heard me earlier. I was like, "Can you hear me?" And then a couple minutes later, I asked again. Something wrong with it. What's up, people? How's it going? I'm out here, trying to keep it together and all this other stuff. I hope everybody's doing good.
Okay, all right. Q.
Hey, welcome. Oh shit, I'm back. Right. Sorry I missed that last episode. I hope it was good. I heard good things. I listened to it and hated myself for not being there. But anyway, back again.
All right.
Oh, I was supposed to say something about being the husband of dreams. It is your husband of dreams. I've forgotten that because my missus has taken the title for the moment. She's playing more JRPGs than I am. So yeah, there's that.
Oh my goodness. All right. Sosuke.
What up, everybody? It is your boy, Arisu Sosuke, the Wandering Gamer, passing through again for another podcast. Can't wait to talk about this SMT5 greatness, this SRW30 greatness. We got to talk about the good shit that happens here, the good games. Just saying.
I'm just saying, we got people out here saying 2021 was a dry year for games. I don't know what they even talking about.
Those people, shout out, but those people don't play video games; they like them.
Mm.
Like, you ever seen that picture where it's just like, who here wants to do thing? Okay, now who actually wants to do it? Everybody got to put their hands down because they didn't actually play any games this year.
I think it depends on the genres you play, to be honest.
All right. Bao?
Hello, everyone. Welcome to the newest episode of the podcast. Hope you're all doing great. I've been busy with all these recent JRPG releases, and I hope you've been as well.
Okay, all right. And Blake?
It is that time. What's going on, guys? It's me, West Hines G, back again for the podcast. We're here to talk about all the new releases, to tell you why Pokemon is a terrible franchise and why it will never get better. And you know how it be. We're going into this with nothing but facts. Looking forward to the podcast. Let's go.
Oh, man, that Pokemon is going to be interesting. Yeah, let's jump into one of our topics. I always ask this question. What do you guys want to talk about first? You guys want to talk about SMT? You want to talk about the new Star Ocean? How Pokemon is just crazy? Which y'all want to talk about first?
I'm not talking about SMT. SMT's great.
SMT, all right. So we got a person that just said SMT. All right, so let's talk about SMT. SMT 5 came out. I think we've all played it. Well, most of us here have played it.
I'm at the second area. I assume we're not going into spoilers in this podcast.
Yeah, we're not gonna go too much into spoilers. I'll try to keep my spoiler stuff, my talk spoiler free. But yeah, the game came out. Everybody seems to be loving it. Seems to be a really good game. What are our thoughts? Who wants to start? Kick us off.
I'll start by actually saying I'm kind of disappointed, believe it or not.
Wow.
Oof. Oh, but hold up before you go to that. Go ahead, Blake.
All right, we got a super chat here from Night Fury saying, forgot to say congratulations on getting the role at Lucifilm. Can't believe you're going to be part of the Stormtroopers in that Kenobi series.
Oh my
I'm
God.
sorry, what?
Yeah, okay, so this is another thing from my SMT5 stream. Every time I attacked, I kept missing. I don't know if it was my luck or just my speed stat. I don't know what it was, but I kept missing everything. Every crucial play that I needed to hit somebody on, I missed. And I felt like, I think one time I had like accuracy and evasion up, and for some reason he still missed. I like, yo, is it yeah, you can call me Stormtrooper. I don't know what was happening that last stream. It was insane. But it's not gonna happen next time, I promise that. All right, go ahead, Bob, man. You were disappointed with this game? What's going on here?
As someone that's played most SMT games, and of course, just speaking on the mainline series right now, in terms of story and characters, this game is not that great.
Facts. Go ahead.
In terms of gameplay, this is the strongest the series has ever been, which is the main reason I'm enjoying it. But just coming off of 4, which was really good in terms of story and characters, this is just kind of subpar, honestly. Unless it's like, because disclaimer, I'm like 30 hours in. If you play the game, I just beat Cert and Ishtar, so
Ishtar,
that lets you know where I'm at.
Yep.
And unless this game is gonna like kick it into high gear anytime soon,
I mean, like,
it's fun to play.
Yep.
But yeah, like the characters though, not interesting or just not very developed yet. Like I said, that could change. I'm not done yet.
Did you buy the game physically or digitally?
I have 2 copies.
Oh damn!
Premium and digital.
You proper invested and then decided you don't like the game.
That's what you gotta do. That's what you. Yeah, exactly. You don't know what till you play it. You gotta play it. You gotta spend your hard-earned money and then be like, oh wow, it's not worth 2 copies. All right, well, that's unfortunate. Let's see. Sosuke, what you thinking about the game?
I can understand where, like, personally me, I like everybody but the human characters. Like, the human characters just kind of exist. Like, Yuzuru, he's there. And Dazai also just kind of exists. And that politician, I haven't seen him in like 20 hours. He just kind of like, he popped up and then disappeared. I haven't seen him. I haven't seen him yet. And I'm 60 hours deep. Where'd he go? But other than that, like, it's the demons that you end up meeting along the way, as well as the not Raido character. Yakumo, that like they offer something interesting. It's the way they talk about the world. Like, I'm not gonna say anything because spoilers. And what Acebreaker is said is legitimately true. That's a fact right there. Like,
I think he has mic troubles. We got two super chats in.
Well, no, I was just waiting for Sosuke to finish talking. I'm still here.
Okay, all right. I thought you had
Ace Break with a super chat saying SMT 5 issues better than Nocturne. SMT 4 still GOAT. Interesting.
Yep.
And Duo saying Stormtrooper Elite HD. Hashtag Garfield Gate, never forget.
Oh my God, this is why I can't be streaming, man. Y'all be making memes. I can't be streaming. I just be making memes out of me.
Well, when were you streaming, by the way?
I think I streamed like twice last week.
Shit, I didn't even know. I didn't notice once. I think I was in Blake's stream once last week. I think, and I don't know. Did I open anyone else's stream? Did I watch anyone else stream last week? I can't remember. Maybe Sasuke. I don't think I've seen you stream last week. I'm surprised.
Oh man, see the one time I decided to stream and you ain't there, man. Shake my head, man.
I didn't see it, man.
I believe it.
Blame Twitch or whoever it was you streaming with. It didn't tell me.
It was YouTube, so I hope you subbed on me on YouTube. Put that notification in.
Notification bell there. YouTube just look. We got words. We got words.
Oh man. All right. Yeah, Sosuke. I'm not sure if you were done.
Like, the one thing I can say is that playing on hard, this game actually, like, it feels like a bigger challenge than For Apocalypse on hard, which was the last, like, numbered SMT game I played. Like, on Apocalypse difficulty, For Apocalypse, you could steamroll through that game free. And hard and For Apocalypse was just, oh, we cranked up the compendium price. That's it. Nothing else about that game felt challenging, and regular 4 starts off hard, and then over time it legitimately becomes easy. Even on, like, hard mode, it just feels like, oh, shit, what am I gonna do now? But this game, like, out the gate, it makes you go, oh shit, I'm gonna die in this encounter if I don't do the right things. And I was kind of waiting for that again. But without it feeling like, oh, this is bullshit. No more random encounters, you can pick and choose your battles, thank God.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Unless you know, you're wandering in the field at like level 15 and Byakko decides to run you his fade for no fucking reason because Huang Long decided, yo, go fight the 4 cardinal Chinese beasts, it'll be fine. You'll be alright. The level 44 White Tiger decides to try and slap you up. Scariest fucking moment of my life. Like, this game is SMT but Xenoblade. Like, that's the best way I can approach it.
Alright, so can we talk about this persona without the heart now?
Oh man. Yo,
if I could kick
Can someone elaborate? Can someone elaborate on this persona without the heart?
You know what's interesting is, like, I'm gonna catch flack for saying this, but that's what it is. It's persona without the heart. I was like, yo, I'm telling you. All right,
yeah. Shadow from his own call.
But okay, maybe not persona without the heart, but it's like it's SMT 5 or SMT 4 or 4 Apocalypse without the good characters. Like that like that's what it seems like. Like, these characters are non-existent. Like, I don't give a damn about any of them. There's no reason for me to care about any of them. Bro, like, listen, you guys know me. Q, you know me. You know I'm all with the waifus and stuff like that. And I'm all with the pretty females and stuff like that. But that's the only thing I can look forward to in this game because the characters don't do shit. The characters do nothing for me.
Like, this man Yuzuru, he is a demon summoner. He's not like you. He's not a Nahobino. He's not special. He is a human who can summon demons. I have seen him a total of 6 times. But you're a demon summoner. You're doing things, right?
Yeah.
Right?
See, there's going to be an issue for me if that's, like, this was tradition, but Nocturne was kind of just the outlier with that, and the other SMT games have, like, likable characters, especially 4. So coming off of 4 and just going to this is a massive just blah.
Yeah, that's a question though. So, like, if you're someone who's just started playing, like, maybe your first, because a lot of people came in on P5, so people played Persona 5 and they're like, holy shit, this is amazing, I want to get back into the series, and then P4 came to PC and people hopped on that. How are you telling people? Are people then now knowing, oh, you know, SMT5 is out, this is connected to Persona? Do we then play that? Do we then jump over to that, or is it like, nah, you gotta wait, man? Like, wait for the next Persona game to come out.
You mean like, would someone that plays this be wanting
No,
to
like
jump
someone.
into Persona?
No. Someone who played Persona first. Maybe they got on Persona 5 and then Persona 4.
Uh,
You think? Do you think recommending this to them is a good idea? 'Cause, like, for example, like my missus, she's playing Persona 5 and she loves it.
Only if you
yeah.
like the gameplay. If you like the actual like social aspects and the characters, no.
Nah, you're not gonna like
I
this.
will not care for this.
Yeah. Because like the thing about it is I don't know what the big deal is about Nocturne, honestly. I don't think it's that good of a game in any way, shape, or form. It's tough.
It's my least favorite in the mainline series, honestly.
Same. I don't like it either. Well, it's my least favorite.
No one believes that, Shadow. I mean, I played the game a million times already. So
Shadow, I think I could put it into the perfect words. SMT5 is Nocturne, but good.
Okay, yeah, that is true. But the same thing is, why did they think taking Nocturne's, like, I guess, guts and taking it and improving it was the best thing to do? Because I believe Nocturne is like the most popular SMT game outside of Japan. Like, people really love it. It was really successful when it came out on PS2 in the West. But that doesn't, like, I think it was popular for all the wrong reasons. It was only popular because it was so tough. That's the reason. Everything else about Nocturne does not work. Like I've literally seen videos in which the game, like, they break down the mechanics of the game and how the game calculates stuff. It's literally working against you. The game is literally working against you. And then, like, do we even have to talk about how broken Mott was? Like, that was a mistake. His whole shit was a mistake. Like, that game is.
And what's funny? It's funny you mentioned Mott because every other boss has access to Dragon's Eye, to Beast's Eye, and doesn't do that.
Yeah.
Mott is the only one that goes, okay, I think I'm gonna be an asshole today.
So I don't know why people hold Nocturne to this highest regard, because that's exactly why this game, SMT5, is the way that it is, because Nocturne was so popular. It was only popular because it's a freaking meme. That's it.
And actually, 4 sold better too. It was the best selling out SMT game. At least from mainline.
And hey, you guys, we got a super chat.
All right, we got super here from Duo Beard saying Shadow is lying. We all know he loves Nocturne.
Oh my god, no.
I mean, honestly, I wonder if Nocturne having Dante had anything to do with it.
No.
That's also another thing. That is still like one of the most popular SMT related memes on the internet. Everybody will consistently
popular memes in general, like featuring Dante from Devil May Cry.
Yeah, like people will consistently bring that up and be like featuring Dante from Devil May Cry, and then if you ask somebody where it came from, they'll be like, I don't know.
Oh my god.
Most of the time, just like, I don't know. I just thought it was funny, and I sit there like, really? Are you serious?
I had wish honestly that they really went off of what SMT4 and Apocalypse did. Like, they built upon that game. But no, they didn't. They decided to go to Nocturne because I believe, and you guys correct me if I'm wrong, Apocalypse is hated because its characters really kind of went the anime stereotype, almost, I dare say, persona route.
Yeah,
but that's the best thing to do because that's the only.
No, I can see why people have that problem, because a game that went a darker route but still had characters within anime stereotypes was the Devil Survivor games. Both those games have characters like that, but they aren't pushed to an extreme of, hey, look, this is their personality trait. Like, Asahi, for most of 4 Apocalypse, is annoying as shit.
At least I remember her. At least I know that she's there.
Yeah, that's true. But sometimes if you remember a character for the bad reasons, but you remember them and you make that vocal in any form of space where companies see it, they'll be like, let's do that again.
Got a point. There are some bad characters I remember just because they bad, but like everybody else, like the Apocalypse class, I remember everybody, and like, don't get me wrong, it doesn't have the best characters in any game, but at least they're memorable. At least they're more frequent in the game story. And 5, again, it's just like Nocturne. You see these characters once every major cutscene, and then like hours will go by, and you'll be like, what the fuck were you doing again? Like, what
no, like,
huh?
Where have you, like,
where have you been?
Where'd you go? Where'd you go? Fighting demons.
Like,
So It's mostly a sort of lonely experience then, because it's just your main
Yeah,
character.
it's supposed to be like that, and I guess that's exactly why it separates itself from maybe Persona in a way. It's a very solo experience, and like I don't like that in my JRPGs. I play JRPGs for characters to be there, so I could be like I'm with a party, at
So
least
it
not.
always feels like there's some form of interaction and not just.
Yeah,
Is this what sparked the upcoming question?
a little bit. I was discussing that on another podcast with somebody, but yeah, man, it's like I don't like how this game handles story because it just basically took the Nocturne structure. And don't get me wrong, it's better than the Nocturne structure. Like we said, it took the guts of Nocturne and just made it better and stuff like that. But
So you
still,
would say this is someone if someone said this feels like a Nocturne reboot, you wouldn't disagree.
I don't know, maybe a Nocturne spiritual successor gameplay wise.
I would. Me personally, after reading some dialogue with the Fiend DLC, it low key feels like a
Oh
reboot.
yeah, that's true. Yeah, they did that with the fiends.
I'm reading this dialogue like, wait a minute. What are you talking about?
But everything else besides story and character. This is why this game is not gonna go anywhere near pretty much my top 10 JRPGs or replace. Or I believe if Apocalypse is on my top 10 JRPGs, it's not even replacing that. It's story and characters. They really just don't do anything for me. They're just there. The gameplay really holds this game together. Like the customization that you could do with miracles, essences, the amount of fusion the stuff you can do through fusion is just really good. It's really addicting. Playing it again and getting demons that I didn't get before my first run, it's fun as hell. And the game is challenging. So there's also that to put in there.
Is it just like adult Pokemon then?
That's what SMT is in general.
Yeah,
kind of
that's
always
that's
been
the franchise.
that labeled that. I honestly felt that way when I played Persona for the first time.
Really? You fell from Persona with all the characters and story and stuff?
No, I'm
You felt
talking
like
about I'm talking about this feels like an adult Pokemon because of the monster collecting aspect to it. But
yeah.
Obviously the monster designs are a lot more out there.
Risque.
Giant green penises and golden chariots, things like that.
Beautiful, sensual stuff.
Oh my god.
Huh?
Peak demon design,
Does the
right?
straight man think about dicks more than anyone else again?
Nah, what? Sorry? Huh? No,
Listen. Riku mentioned penis and then golden chariot, and you said sensual.
I'm talking about the whole adult Pokemon aspect of this, the mature aspects of these games. I don't care about no golden penises.
So how do we feel about the game's performance?
Honestly, it's
I
fine.
think it runs fine.
It's
I think it runs
acceptable.
great on Switch.
I've been waiting on that actually. That particular aspect is. I know Shadow, you've been like afraid of how the performance is going to be on the Switch. How are you feeling? Is the question.
Like, you guys know me. You guys know I care about graphics. You guys know I care about 1080p 60 frames per second. That's a bare fucking minimum in 2021. Okay?
Yeah.
But when I tell you that this game looks just fine, take it as that. The game looks fine, especially for a Switch game, and especially the scale that each of the how do you call it? The fields, the maps are, and how much detail is going on in the background in each of them for the demons roaming to some really light environmental effects and stuff like that. This game runs pretty well on Switch. Of course, it could run better on like a PS4 at bare minimum, or a PC, or a PS5. But Atlas did a pretty good job optimizing this game. There is some slowdown in here and there, just some texture popping, but like I couldn't expect this game to be running perfect. Being on the Switch, it's like I'm playing a PC game at medium settings. It's fine at medium, no big deal for it being at medium. But there's a higher. It could run better. Yeah, it can run better easily.
It runs better than Age of Calamity, and that's a pass in my books.
Ouch.
Right. I think the one thing, because I've played this, obviously I'm playing it right now, but other times I'll play it on like a Discord call and just stream it to friends, and we're all sitting there just looking at the game like, holy shit, this is on Switch? How? Like, it feels like Atlas took the Unreal Engine and worked magic on it. Like they dropped the luster candy on that bitch and said, all right, that's it, we're good. But I feel like if, given that little thing that people data mine where it was like PS4 and Windows was found within the code, if it, I do want to get this on PC to see how it runs there as well. just to, like, draw comparisons. Because I did the same thing with Monster Hunter Rise when like we got the PC demo, and I'm like, shit, this runs really fucking well on PC.
I mean, it's running good on my PC. I mean, what? I mean, go ahead. What?
Like, no, it runs well on my computer too. And I'm sort of like, wait. And then I go back to play it on Switch, and I'm like, this still runs fine here. What the fuck? Like, I think the only time in Monster Hunter Rise we got super bad frame drops was in one area, and in SMT5, I only got frame drops from, like, in handheld mode when I cast Miragi Dine on an enemy group, because that shit was. Oof.
Yep.
Damn.
So yeah, game looks fine. Nothing wrong with that. But I will say, if I had to grade SMT5, I'd probably give it about an 8 out of 10. It's definitely an 8 out of 10.
Minor.
Yeah, it's really, like, I'm sorry, it's missing. I don't want to say heart.
Shadow says it's mentioning heart, and then some dude dressed up as the Chaos Hero from SMT1 knocking on his door, like, yo, can we talk for a second?
But it's
People gave that reviewer flack for that, but I kind of agree.
I know. That's why I'm like, yo,
like, it's not even missing the persona heart. It's missing the heart of what makes SMT stand out.
Right. Actually, that's another thing. There has been, like, no real dark moments that have hit me so far, and 4, like, straight out the gate, they had moments like that. But here, nothing has gotten me remotely invested yet. 30 hours in.
And that's the thing, though. Like 30, like to get 30 hours into a game and not be invested, I don't understand how you do that. Like, for me, if I'm not invested, maybe 20 hours in, or maybe less, I'm less likely to continue. It's just doesn't seem like it's with the time at that point in time. But then again, you invested proper. Like, you got 2 copies, so you have to play this game to the end, don't you?
Well, SMT in general is like top 3 series of all time for me. Which is another reason why I'm so disappointed, because I know what the series can be when it's at its best, and this is not it.
Yeah, I just think ultimately, going by the Nocturne template was the wrong decision. You should have done. You should have built off of at least 4. If you ask me, I would say 4 Apocalypse, but you should at least build off of 4. Going back to Nocturne just because it's popular in the West, people in the West for Nocturne, they like Nocturne for all the wrong reasons. Nobody ever came to Nocturne when it came to story and characters. They always, or even the gameplay. Well, I guess gameplay in the way. They just only came to the game because it was hard. It was tough. Everybody hated it because it's so hard. It was so tough. People enjoyed making fun of people saying good. You can't beat Matter, or go get good. It's like a meme. It's a meme at that point. But let me ask,
Do you think anyone is gonna, like, with this game? You think it's gonna sell? Like, people are gonna buy it?
No, I think it's gonna sell. I think it's gonna do a good.
Yeah.
Good.
They already saying that this is the best-selling one.
Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah.
Not surprised.
Yeah, I already said that was
Switch
going to be
effect.
the case. But it was the Switch effect. I said that was going to be the case before. This
Series has also never had this much marketing behind it.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, marketing definitely helped out a lot with this.
In fact, Nintendo gave it its own dedicated direct. Nintendo was pushing the shit out of it.
As they should.
We got super chat.
Got super chat here from Duo Beard saying Q hasn't even given Ryza time before he dropped her. Dang!
Blasphemy. Here's the thing, right? Here's
the thing, guys. Go ahead.
I have not dropped Ryza. That's the thing. Not dropped it. She's still sitting nicely on my lap. We still good. Ryza
on your
still
lap.
good. Just saying. I still got Ryza installed on my Vita. It's on my PC still fully installed.
Ryza's now on the Vita.
Sorry, on the Switch. Sorry.
Look at him. Messing up.
I think. I'm just saying, it's on my Switch. And you know what? The last time, right? Blake tried to call me out and said, "Oh, you don't have no time and Rise and all this sort of stuff." Right? I don't know what's going on with his PC, but everything on Steam is up to date. I've got proper time in my Ryza games. I don't know what's wrong with Blake, but
So in between this podcast and the last one, he put some time in sick. Left it on every night before he went to bed.
Bro, how was that tutorial? And are you still in the middle of it?
I bet he ain't beat the first boss. I can tell you that. But like, let's stop cooking Q for like 2 seconds. Blake, is this your first SMT game?
So not counting Persona, right?
Yeah, not
Yes.
kind of Persona.
Yeah, this is my first one. I own 4 on 3DS because someone traded in a collector's copy and I got it for like $20. I played like an hour of it on 3DS and for some reason it just didn't hook me at the time. This was like 3 years ago. I think it was before I even played Persona 5. So it just didn't hook me immediately. I think other things came out, but yeah, SMT5 was my first SMT like experience, and I wouldn't say I'm struggling with the game because it seems like the formula is make sure you save before a boss fight, spyglass the boss fight. If you brought the wrong demons and you waste turns changing them out, you're fucked. Restart. Now you know what his weakness is. Now you go ahead and you do it. At least that's how I'm feeling. But it's so good. It's really good so far. I'm really liking it.
Okay, what did you beat the? You got past the Hydra?
Oh yeah, Hydra was. I lost to him like the first time. I was like, okay, I know what I'm doing now because I brought the proper demons, and then he was easy. The next one after him, what's her name? Nua, is that her name?
Yes.
Yeah, Noah, yeah.
And now you want to talk about a boss fight that had me sweating, bro? Like,
Yeah.
like freaking when I'm doing a boss fight in Trails of Cold Steel, I'm on Nightmare right now. Those boss fights be taking like upwards of like 30 minutes and stuff. I'm on normal with SMT, and these boss fights really be out here taking like 20 minutes. So I don't know what's going on here. What's up with this game balance, bro? Either SMT is hard or Trails is easy, or both.
I think Trails is definitely easier, but like you brought a good point because I've seen some people say that the bosses are a little bit HP sponges, which is it's kind of true for the most part. But you've got the tools at your disposal to do as much damage as you possibly can.
I wouldn't say they're HP sponges, honestly.
Yeah,
Like,
I
if you
don't.
build
Yeah.
your team right, they'll die pretty quickly.
Damn.
Yeah, like, but I will say, and no spoilers. I will say towards the end, it starts to feel that way. it starts to feel that way out of nowhere. I know one particular boss fight in the end, I was just like, can you die? Like what the hell? Like Jesus Christ. But I think the game has a good amount of challenge, especially on normal. But I'm hearing even on casuals, people are getting how do I put this? They're getting their prostate checked. Even on casual, so
Sorry. Okay. Wait. On.
casual. So I don't know what's going on. Do
you guys know it's because for Persona, when you put it on Merciless, nothing really changes. It's just you do 3 times damage, you take 3 times damage. That's how they quote unquote make it harder. Do you know what they do for their SMT in order to increase the difficulty? Is it still the same thing?
It's a stat increase to the enemies on top of a level boost, which gives them a higher HP and MP pool. And the AI also operates very fucking differently. Again, you can watch you can start a boss fight where if it says enemy turn, they could waste both those turns or all 3 or 4 of them attacking your main character and ending the fight immediately. And then when you reload it, they'll do a bunch of other shit and just make sure you start the fight at a handicap. So it's a consistent changing of shit. Why am I dying?
Also,
okay.
One thing that I am noticing with SMT, and this irks me to high heaven and back because there is the frickin' demon negotiations, bro. Like,
yes.
I know I'm trapped. Literally, a negotiation will be going so good. He'll be like, "Oh man, I just don't really know what to do," and I'm like, "Bro, just come with me, bro." Well, be great. He's like, "Really? You take me?" He's like, "Well, if you like to have me, you can have this knife in your throat, die," and then the music starts playing again. It's like a freaking meme.
That is one of the things that I never liked about Shin Megami Tensei. I don't care what anybody says. I think demon negotiation is one of the most annoying mechanics in a JRPG. Don't get me wrong. Sometimes the dialogue is funny. It is, but I swear to God, that shit is annoying when it doesn't go well.
I swear.
To be fair, they've made it easier than it used to be.
I mean, like if you get past a certain it's definitely easier in games like Persona 5, and this game as well. Like if you get past a certain point.
Was it in 5?
Yeah, it was in 5.
Yeah,
it was.
I thought it was just in Strikers. Okay, never mind. I'm crazy.
Nah, it's at 5. But like here, if you get past if you get them in a good mood and you give them whatever they want, they're gonna join you 100%. But for another Shin Megami Tensei games, you can get them in a good mood, give them half your bank account, and they be like, "Peace, nigga."
In older games, it was a lot more random. Like you could straight up tell a demon no, and they'll like it and join you. But now that's not the case.
Yeah, I don't care for I never care for demon negotiation. I think it's one of the worst mechanics in JRPGs. It's annoying. It just like I feel like it wastes my time. It's funny sometimes because when you do get the negotiation right, or like if you have a full demon stock and you get the negotiation good, they'll just join you the next time you have a free spot or something like that. So I do like that. They definitely made it easier in this game, but I still don't care for it. Like I'm never clamoring for the demon negotiation to ever come back.
Interesting.
But yeah, that's Shin Megami Tensei 5. I think it's sitting at an 88 on Metacritic. I'm glad I didn't take that bet with you. That bet with you,
No,
Rico.
86.
Oh, 86.
Actually,
Okay. All right. So yeah, I'm glad I didn't take that bet.
Wait, what was it again? I said if it
think it was-
got an 87 or no, it was if it gets an 88 or higher, I win.
Yeah,
If it gets
yeah.
an 88 or lower, you win. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think when it came out, it was at an 87, and then it dropped to an 86, and I think it solidified at an 86.
Yeah, I'm glad I didn't take that bet because I feel like it's like I told you, man. That one
Okay,
person
okay.
messes everything up.
When they first came out and you weren't done with SMT5 yet, I recall you saying that you feel that this game was robbed of its 90 and it should have gotten a 90. Now finishing the game and having your, I guess, opinions damn near solidified, do you still believe in that statement?
Yeah, I gotta take that back. Yeah, I take that back. It
Do
definitely.
you think an 86 is probably is fine where it's at, or
Yeah, it's fine with
should
that.
be lifted higher or lower?
I would have said maybe 86, maybe 88, maybe 86 to 88.
88.
Yeah.
You just said that the story was just
Yeah, that's
not
what.
worth it.
That's honestly what keeps it from being in a 9. Like it keeps like the story just like keeps it from being the story and characters keep it from being in that 9 range to me.
So
Honestly.
88 for just gameplay alone.
Yeah, the
It's
gameplay is
Gameplay's
that.
that good.
Yo, it's like I said before the podcast.
Here's the thing, though. I think it's more than just gameplay. He's throwing in there. I think well, I'm just speaking from just looking at it. I think the character designs look really good. I heard people really love the music. It seems like the gameplay experience, all of that shit. It seems like everything seems to be good to go for these guys, except for heavily the story.
Yeah.
But then doesn't that put gameplay and everything else on like when we look at a rating, then like 80 or whatever number you want to put towards a rating, how much percentage of that is the story? Is the story just 10% or something like that, or just, well, not even 10%? In this analogy, we're looking at like what 100, so we're looking at like 4 for 100. Is that the story?
20% or per se.
See,
I think obviously it depends on the genre.
I think for me personally, oh wait, we got super chat.
Yeah, so Shadow getting anime flashbacks when the demon roasted this man's hair. How was that day at the salon? Says Night Fury.
Goddamn, Night Fury. Why you keep bringing back bad memories from my streams, man? So stop attacking me in my streams, bro. Like, stop it, man. It's making me feel bad. Okay, so like, yeah, the thing about SMT5 is with the story and characters is the fact that they're almost non-existent. Like I wouldn't even say the characters in 4 Apocalypse are that great, but they're there. I'm constantly reminded that they're there. I know their motivations. I know what's going on with them. Here, it's just like they are never around, and then like, okay, we do know their motivations here, but they're not characters. It's like I said before, like the characters in like I think in maybe most mainline Shin Megami Tensei games, they're just their ideals. That's all they are. They're not actual characters. They're not. It doesn't feel like they're alive. They're just like, you know what? This way of doing things is the right way, and that's it. Nothing else. Like, no, we have to follow this omnipotent being because he's amazing. He'll bring everybody happiness, and that's all they're about. That's all they're about. There's only one character in SMT5 that I honestly think it was done pretty okay. But even then, he could have got some more development. But it's like this game just literally forgot about the rest of the characters. And again, I'm not saying because like 4 Apocalypse, I would literally put in the 9 range because it actually could. But that doesn't mean the characters are on par with, like, say, Persona 4, or Persona 5, or anything like that. No, they're not. They're there, and I could connect with them on probably a bare minimum level. Here, there's nothing here for me to connect with at all, and I need that in my JRPGs.
Ooh. Ooh, we got a super chat as well. Another one from Duo Beard saying, "I'm enjoying SMT5, but it's no Strange Journey." Sadly.
Oh, so it's a well,
Strange
so it's a
Journey,
well,
the
it's
weird
a
one.
well-designed game.
How was the remake of that? Is that game worth playing?
Oh
The remake makes it worth playing.
Yeah, that absolutely, 100%. That's like one of my favorite SMT games.
Like original Strange Journeys.
Yeah, it's a slog. It's annoying as shit.
It's because people say, "Nah, man, those dungeon designs are peak SMT," and I'm like, "Then you only played this game."
Wait, is Strange Journey the one that has that infamous map that's like super ridiculously hard to follow?
Sector E.
Oh wait, is that
There's a
Apocalypse?
lot of them like
yeah,
that,
I'm about to say
honestly.
like 4
No,
Apocalypse
no.
had one that was really terrible at the end.
But that was at the end of the game. Sector E was at like, let's say like a 60 to 75% point at the game when you're not even done.
So speaking of 4 Apocalypse, so bad. Did you ever go back and finish that dungeon, the final dungeon?
Yeah.
Okay, I remember him streaming that and like getting to the final dungeon and going, I'm gonna finish streaming for that.
Final dungeon of 4 Apocalypse.
I don't blame him.
I'm not saying this is like because I hate the dungeon. I mean, I do, but like this is just more on the visual aesthetic of it. It is a eyesore. Like physically looking at that dungeon causes my eyes pain.
It exhausts me just looking at. Like I saw the map, I was like, oh man, we got another dungeon to do. So I looked it up on like on GameFAQs, something like that. Let me see the map of this area because I felt like at that day the game was kind of overstaying its welcome because I felt like at that point the story kind of wrapped up in a pretty well way, but we still had one more big baddie to fight. I looked at the map, I was like, are you fucking kidding me? What is all this? It's disgusting, man. That whole final map is just like if it turns somebody off from finishing the game, I don't blame him. I don't blame him at all.
Like me and my girlfriend have like our differing opinions on 4. Like personally, I don't care for anybody in that game outside of like Toki and Dagda and like Inanna and like Dagda's mom, Danu. Like I only really care about them.
You got like 4 characters right there. What you got in SMT5 so far?
I got Aogami.
See, exactly. Less.
If nobody got me, I know I got Aogami got me. Can I get an amen?
Amen.
But no, but we both were in full agreement that final dungeon is just atrocious. Like I will only ever replay 4 Apocalypse from start to finish on Citra if somebody retextures that entire dungeon. Because that shit is just ugh.
Like I think you're going from a graphics design standpoint. I'm just going for like how long it is as well. Like how long it is.
It's long and everything looks the same because of the textures.
Yeah. All right.
I mean, with how long SMT5 was in development, it's a little disheartening to hear that a lot of the veterans aren't too huge on it.
It sucks. It's still a good game at the end of the day. It's like gameplay. It's great, but it's not.
I'm really curious if, like, from the second they announced SMT5 all those years ago, if they had intended for it to be like Nocturne, because like when they had that Nocturne remake come out this year, it was like that was probably just setting up for
HD
for 5.
Yeah.
So
Definitely.
I wonder if they specifically curbed 5 over into a Nocturne direction at some point in the development, and they had intended to make it a different game before that.
I really wouldn't be surprised if they say, "What's the most popular game in the series?" Well, what does the West like? Because they're the bigger market. They looked at Nocturne and said it's Nocturne, so let's build from Nocturne, and that's the result.
It's definitely a whole popularity contest. Like, if that's because I mean this game was announced ages ago when they first announced it, and then it just disappeared for some time, and then it popped back up. And when you look at the trailers, the initial trailers from when it was announced, the vibe was kind of Persona 5. You saw students walking, look kind of very anime style, very similar to like what Persona had going on, and then boom, they drop Nocturne, and then we get this. So yeah, some point in the development they changed course. This is a super chat, by the way.
We got a super chat here from JamCalX saying SMT5 is this church boy's first time outside Persona series, and I'm digging it. I will say it feels a bit too light on the psychological horror depth so far, and human cast only a few steps above NPCs. Damn.
He's right.
Philosophical. Oh yeah, I guess that's true. Yeah, he ain't wrong. Thank you for the super chat, man. Appreciate it. But yeah, if it's your first SMT5 game, yeah, you'll enjoy it. You're enjoying it. You are digging it, so like, yeah.
If I like, with how much I'm liking 5, I'm definitely going to go back to 4, and I'm curious how I'll like 4 and 4 Apocalypse in comparison.
I'm pretty sure you like those probably a little bit better. Probably. So any last thoughts on SMT5 before we move on?
If you're gonna play it, go in with the expectation of, damn, this is messed up, but things will be better. Then play SMT4.
Yeah, my closing thought is play SMT4.
Damn, just like that. So like, if somebody said to you, like, I gotta play SMT4, SMT5, which one I gotta play, Bob?
Yeah, I'm telling 4. It's a better game.
Damn. Hate to hear it.
Also, we got a super chat from Andrew Ratliff saying both SMT5 and Persona 5 both spent about 5 years in development. Which one do y'all feel came out of the oven baked better?
Persona 5. Persona 5.
Yeah.
I don't think I was going to argue against
5 came
Persona
out
5.
baked better. And it kind of hurts to say that, given that
Yeah,
I like this game, but I don't love this game.
exactly. Yeah, that's the best way to put it.
It's still one of my.
Still game of the year, though, right?
Oh, it's game of the year.
It's still it's still one of my contenders, and I'm still screaming about it.
Not for me, unfortunately.
Shadow, do
I
you
was
think it's
hoping it would
interesting
be.
that Shadow? Do you think it's interesting that both of the games that you were hoping that would be, your game of the year,
Arise and SMT.
Arise and SMT are, in your words, unfortunately disappointing to some degree.
To some degree, for both of them, Arise and SMT5. None of them are bad games by any stretch of the imagination. Arise definitely has some questionable design choices. SMT5 got some story and characters issues. I guess I'm a little bit disappointed, but they're not terrible games. I would say.
So, Shadow, would you say that they're just okay? They're just lukewarm, like the new Pokemon releases, Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl. Segue.
I wouldn't say they lukewarm at all. They're pretty hot, but like they don't last. It doesn't last too long, especially with Arise. Because like I said before the podcast, I can't remember the last time I replayed a JRPG over again. Had to be like back in 2006 that I played JRPG over again. And I'm playing this game over again purely because the gameplay is so much fun, and I want to see another ending, and I don't want to have to open up YouTube to see it. I'd rather just do it myself. But yeah, I would like to see another ending. But yeah, this game is still good. Tales of Arise was on a paper mache throne. Honestly, I thought I was done with it, and then honestly, almost anything could have knocked it out after I played it. But this game is still good. I might be shitting on it a little bit, but this game is still good. Don't get me wrong. I'm still enjoying it. Relax. All right.
Damn.
Oh, we got another super chat here from Game Inspection saying SMT4 and SMT Strange Journey are still peak SMT.
I'll still peak. Oh yeah. I would game instruction. I would definitely
Survivor.
agree.
So Devil Survivor is still the best game.
Oh, talk about SMT as a whole.
Devil Survivor 2.
Yeah.
If you're talking about mainline, sure, but just
Yeah.
in general, I say Devil Survivor is still the best.
Yeah, I'd say Devil Survivor is still peak.
Really quick, before we move on from SMT5, there has been talk on people on the internet about how the soundtrack isn't good. I so far think all the music is great. But
Yes, the music is great.
Yeah, I think the music definitely fits, but
I don't know what that I don't know what that cap was about. Just the music's only okay. Reading Gab say that, I sat there like, oh man, I'm not gonna don't. And then I hear the battle theme. Then I heard the other battle themes. I heard the boss theme. I heard the theme for Ishtar. I'm sitting here jamming. I jammed so hard I dropped my controller and the auto battle activated. And I'm like, oh, fuck, I'm dead. But I'm still vibing, but I'm dead.
Yeah, I like the music too. Like especially the battle themes. Boss battle themes are just really good. Like when I was playing it before release, I was doing nothing but listening to 2 boss battle themes. I absolutely loved them.
I mean, I like the main battle theme more than Last Surprise, but y'all know how I feel about Last Surprise.
I don't like Last Surprise either, to be honest.
Blake, just say you want to throw Bow out a window for that video.
Last Surprise. I'm thinking about. Wait, was Last Surprise Royal? Wait, didn't Royal?
Royal had a better theme. Royals had.
Okay, all right, never mind. Last Surprise was good. I don't know what I'm talking about. That was cap. All right, so that's SMT5. Great discussion. Let's move on to Diamond and Pearl. Since Blake, you wanted to segue into that.
Garbage the game.
Let's talk about it, man. What's going on with this game, man? What's happening here?
So, Pokemon Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl released to the world on Friday, and it is already the second best-selling video game to come out this year. Crazy, right?
No, it's not.
Man, it really is. Oh God.
That's just what someone told me on Twitter, that it's already at the box office. It's already like the second most purchased physical game this year.
Mhm.
I don't know what the first one is. Probably like FIFA or something. It's always FIFA. But Pokemon made this game as a quote unquote faithful remake to the originals, and it's surprise, surprise, it is just that. They added in like the extra moves they created throughout other generations, added in fairy typing and stuff. But there are more or less no new Pokemon. It's all from Generation 4 and below. There is no Platinum content. All of the stuff, like the improvements they made in Platinum, are not here. They literally... I've started calling this game an HD remaster of Diamond and Pearl because it's literally... Even the sprites on the overworld being chibi, you could, at a glance, you could assume these sprites on the overworld just look like up-res DS models.
Interesting.
Like it is a like I'm not even gonna say it's fine that they did this, but if you like Gen 4 and you're like, okay, this is cool that they made like a 1-to-1 recreation, sure. The only issue is that they already made a better Gen 4 game being Platinum, and Platinum, in my opinion, is still the best way to play Generation 4.
Yeah, but here's the thing. Here's the question,
Right.
Blake. Am I getting a sense that you're complaining about the game?
Yes.
Because here's the thing, right?
I do complain about Pokemon games, Q.
Here's the thing, right? I can't see why one would complain about a game that one then bought after knowing what the company that makes that game does. Because this is peak Pokemon. They just do the same thing and people pay for it every year and complain.
Q. Let me put it to you this way: Does a wife who's been abused report her husband, or she let him keep beating him?
Well, after she's met me, she goes to report to him, you know,
Yeah,
'cause
okay,
I'm a
Q.
counselor.
That is not the case.
The both of you, stop. Blake, that was a terrible way to go about that. And Q,
Listen.
you are not that amazing.
Oh, I'm just being a good counselor. So
to me-
come on.
Pokemon to me at this point is basically just Stockholm Syndrome. It's synonymous with November. Every year they put out a new game, and it's like those people that like Q that buys FIFA every year, and then he always hates it. So yeah,
I don't buy FIFA every year.
Okay, I'm sure you do.
It kind of sounded like you did, but okay, go ahead, Blake.
Yeah, that's kind of the thing. It's Pokemon to me is something that I'll probably always be a part of, even if so the difference is with Sonic, I keep thinking they can never hit lower bounds, and with Pokemon, I keep thinking that maybe this one won't be as bad, because I think everything from Gen 1 to Gen 7 was great. Sword and Shield was just not really for me, in my opinion. And then these Diamond and Pearl remakes are hollow shells of what I actually wanted them to be. And we have a super chat from Ace Breaker saying, Gen 4 got done dirty with staying faithful when every other remake included the third version content. I'm still enjoying it, but it could have been so much more. Exactly, Ace. And me and Ace both share the sentiment that Gen 4 is our favorite generation. So for them to try this as soon as we waited for our turn in line to get our remakes is so disheartening. And I'm really hoping that Legends Arceus makes up for all of this. And knowing Pokemon Company, it probably won't. So, yeah,
I mean, that's the thing.
I am disappointed.
You're going in with this hope, right? And forgive me for, everyone assuming that I buy FIFA every year. I don't buy FIFA every year. But that being said, if you know something is bad, right? Because here's the thing, I used to buy FIFA, and then I realized, look, they're not going to make any changes. I just stopped buying it. And I think it's the same with Pokemon. I used to buy Pokemon all the time too. I bought Pokemon up to the point where I was buying Pokemon games and not playing them. They were just sitting on the shelf because I started playing them and I thought they were crap, and they just sat there picking up dust. And that's when I just stopped buying them. I mean, someone bought me Sword and Shield, and I never even got past the first area. That's how much I was just not that interested in it. So to hear you now talk about about this remake being not being what you expected, despite the fact that this is what the Pokemon Company have been doing for years, and I don't think it's going to change. And even before you finish your statement, you did mention that you're hoping that Arceus changes it. But that is despite the fact that they have not made any changes. And I'm assuming you probably got Arceus on pre-order. Am I right, Blake?
Oh yeah.
Well, we know that's different though, just from what it is. That's why people are anticipating it.
The thing is that Diamond and Pearl, they are not bad games. Okay, I'll just say that. They are, like I said, like I've been saying before, they are just lukewarm. They are the traditional Pokemon experience. If you haven't played a Pokemon game in a while and you want that, like Bao tweeted out, like he's just going through the motions, like you want that that Pokemon experience, sure, go for it. It's gonna be like literally the same as you remember it. Even the freaking remake of Yellow, Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee had more new content in this game, which is wild. But it's you got to know what you're getting into, and it's just okay. It's not outstanding or anything. Like I think the last Pokemon games do blow me away were Sun and Moon.
What about the underground in this one? I've heard some that
The underground is the best feature in this game, and it's the only new feature in this game.
Okay.
Outside of I guess like Pokemon following you and stuff, but
yeah, I gotta say I can't stand how like the Pokemon company is getting away with this. Like I said it in a tweet, like Pokemon just act like the development just acts like it's a low budget niche JRPG for some reason, when you have the back end of the entire Pokemon empire at your disposal, and you decide to use low end development budget or something like that for these mainline games. Like I don't understand. You can't even use. Good.
The excuse people are giving this one is that it was handed to another.
No, stop.
Like,
no,
they did.
No.
That's what
I'm gonna be real. I'm gonna be 100% honest about that. You cannot just say, "Oh, it was handed off to X developer. That's why it's not as good."
No. Stop making excuses.
Because I'm gonna like the only example I can really think of off the top of my head where a company kind of said, "Okay, we obviously own this IP, but we want you to develop this as Sonic Mania." That was made by people who spent their time making Sonic fan games. And to my knowledge, it was worked on by them, but overseen by Sega. And they don't work for Sega. They were technically independent contractors. So to sit there and go, well, they handed it off to a secondary like dev team, so clearly it's not going to be No, you cannot use that as an excuse.
I mean, another good example as well, and honestly, I think Game Freak should do this more, because New Pokemon Snap was overseen by the Pokemon company / Game Freak, but it was developed by Bandai Namco. Bandai Namco made Pokken. Both of those games, Pokken, I guess arguably, depending on how you feel about Pokken, both those games were a lot of fun and really great. Even New Pokemon Snap got like a new update. So Pokemon still makes good games. It's just dependent on who's making them. With Game Freak, like, all to themselves in a corner working on Legends Arceus, there's a lot of anticipation to see what it is that they're capable of when they understand the hardware. Because, like, we don't know, as far as we can tell, they literally did nothing for Diamond and Pearl, so we're just waiting to see if Legends Arceus is something that they can actually not mess up. And honestly, I kind of wish they'd like lend out their like IPs to other companies more often. Let Koei Tecmo make a Pokemon Warriors game, right? Let's see how that does.
I mean, aren't they? I mean, here's the thing, though. It comes back to the same thing I keep saying. Like, if people are willing to pay for bare minimum, why would you put in any extra effort?
Well, and another thing as well, if the Pokemon games stop selling well, Pokemon as an IP, like as a monolith, like I'm trying to think of anything that could like dissuade people from buying Pokemon, but Pokemon, even let's say, for example, all the hardcore adults stop buying Pokemon games. Okay, cool. The kids are still going to ask for it, and their parents are still going to buy it. And before you say, well, it's on the parents to not to buy their games bad games, that's not how that works, Q. That is not how that works.
Because taste is 100% subjective. You can't just tell someone, oh, I'm not buying you this game, it's bad. First of all, you didn't play the game.
First of all, I'm not a father anymore, but if my son is asking for a game for Christmas or his birthday, I'm not gonna say no to him. So
here's the thing, right? I am a parent, and I can tell you guys that if my son comes to if my son comes to ask me, "Hey, Dad, I want game A," and I know that game isn't good for him, I'm not buying it. But here's the thing: as a parent, what I do is I at least explain to him, "Hey, this is the reason why I'm not purchasing this game. It's not because I want to punish you or anything like that, but I don't believe this game is good for you, and this is the reason why." Now, I'm not saying that I outright ban my son from playing any games, or usually when I tell him he can't play a game, it's because of age reasons. Like I don't let him play games over his age because I think that's just wrong.
Okay.
But
I was just about to
generally
call you up.
speaking, if it's down to taste, I mean, he has an allowance. He can buy his allowance. Terrible games. And then the other thing too is that we have a lot of games anyway. I mean, most gamer parents own all the games, so your kid's just gonna play whatever is there most of the time, and they don't want anything. Because I asked my son what he wanted for Christmas this year, and he was like, "Dad, we've got everything. Like everything that I want is coming out next year. So like, I don't want anything for Christmas."
And I would also assume in a era that we live in where stuff like PS Now, Xbox Game Pass, and
Yep.
all these subscriptions, you buy a subscription for that kid and just let him go ape shit in there. I
Yep.
wish as a kid I had subscription services like that.
Mm-hmm. Sure. And that's the thing. We have Game Pass as well. My son plays Forza on Game Pass. He enjoys himself on that. So really and truly, me going out there, and again, if I, from my morals, I think it's a bad. Like, I'm not purchasing FIFA. My son wants FIFA, but I'm not purchasing it because of the fact that I think that is encouraging this bad practice. And so when my son came to me and said, "Hey, Dad, new FIFA would, all my friends are playing this." I was like, I'm not buying FIFA. Like, it's just not happening. We're not spending money on it. And if it's on sale, like really cheap, and we get it secondhand, maybe I'll pick up a copy. But we ain't giving EA our money because I'm not encouraging that. And it's the same for Pokemon. We're not doing it.
How many parents
Now, Q,
are gonna
think
like?
about that from the perspective. Think about that from the perspective of parents who are not gamers,
Yeah.
which is shockingly a large majority.
Yeah.
So here's the thing. I have friends who are not gamers, right? And when I talk to them about what they should and shouldn't get their kids for holidays or whatever have you, most of them, a good portion of them, they do take my advice because they understand that, hey, you know what? Q's coming from advice that is sound and he
I
cares.
don't want to be that guy and say
Q,
that like, you can't
not
give
everyone
advice
on the
to everyone.
Not
at the
every
same
parent
time.
on the planet is friends with you.
So here's the thing. Not everyone is. Let me give you a different analogy, right? A different example. When it comes to something that I have no expertise with, and I have to deal with it with regards to my kids, dude, I start looking up all the information, and I think that's where it comes from, the good parenting. As a good parent, when something happens with my son and he's sick or something, and I need to deal with something or whatever happens, I don't know what the hell it is, but stuff happens, especially when you have kids. Random stuff happen all the time, and you have to deal with it. Tantrums, your kid starts throwing tantrums, and you're like, okay, how do I address this? What's the right way to go approach? You
Here's
have
the
you
thing,
start
though,
getting
ass.
but
information.
like the average parent is not going to do any of this.
Well, they're
Yeah,
lazy. That's their
and
job.
If a
it's
child asks
for a
for like
game,
the new
Q.
Paw Patrol, I say, but like the new Paw Patrol game, and you go, this game looks like shit. I'm not gonna buy it for them. If you're not buying it for yourself, you're buying it for
Yeah,
them.
exactly. Like Q, you're looking at it from the perspective of someone
A
with.
parent.
It's not. No, this is not being a parent. This is someone who believes that I'll know what my kids will like because they're growing up around me. When that's not the case,
That,
you can't just.
but I'm telling you, Siski, my kids don't like what I like. My son doesn't play the games that I play, and I don't stop him from playing the games that he likes playing. That's the point. I'm just saying, if it's a game that I think is predatory in any way, shape, or form, as in they're just soaking money out of the consumer, then I'll stop it. I won't purchase it.
But we're making the point that the average parent is not like that.
Exactly.
Well, and I get that.
And,
the
like-
average parent even buys their kids GTA, which I still wholeheartedly disagree with.
I
Exactly.
mean,
like
we were all playing GT as kids, so to be
Yeah.
fair, we can't.
I mean,
For
we
real.
did, but we're a different generation. I mean, some of the stuff that my son comes and tells me is like, I'm like, wow, it's a different world out there with kids nowadays. It's like,
We got super chat.
Super chat here from Duo Beard saying, depends on the parents, really. Believe, man. Now, Duo's got like 8 kids,
Yeah.
bro.
Yeah,
like, it's dependent on the parent. You
Or
might
even, or
be
even
a
uncles
minor-
and aunts, too. Or
Yeah,
or
like-
friends at like birthday parties. Like
I'm an uncle.
Mhm.
I'm an uncle and an older cousin. So like I know what it's like to like talk to like someone of like a younger demographic and then like get an idea of what they're into. If I know something's like a game's bad or just whatever, I'm gonna straight up like I've told my cousin, listen, I've touched that, I don't like it, but if you like that game, do you? I'm not gonna.
Yeah.
I would say let them build some motherfucking character.
Yeah,
if
like,
they want that, If they want that shitty game, you let them play that shitty game, right?
Exactly.
And
And if they don't like it,
here's the thing though. Once they play it and they're like, "Oh, that was pretty good," and you know that game was trash, that's when you come in and be like, "Yeah, that game may have been pretty good. Try this out though." And then you give them some real heat, and you're like, "Oh shit, this is way better." So now you have them play 2 games that they enjoyed. One that they didn't know any better, and they enjoyed it for a time. And that heat that she just dropped on them.
Exactly. Like Riku's kid playing Persona for the first time, and then Riku giving him trails. Dad, this isn't great.
No, that's great and all, but Reed Schwarzer and 8 leaves. What you know about it?
That kid gonna grow up on it.
Acebreaker makes an excellent point. You can't force your taste on your kids. And Duo, I am a 23-year-old man who can feel his knees when he wakes up in the morning. I am far from a young demographic.
Here's the thing, right? I agree with Ace. You can't force your taste on your kids. Even though, here's the thing, I'll admit I have tried. But that being said, we know. That being said, you know, when it comes down to it, like as I say, I don't ban my kids from playing any particular game or anything like that. It's not like I'm out there like, oh well, you know, you're only allowed to play JRPGs or something like that. That doesn't happen in my house. We own almost every game for the most part. We own a lot of games, right? And that's, you know, just in general, like genre specific. That being said, when it comes to specific games, there is a ban. There is a specific sort of like outline, like we're not purchasing this, you know? And at the end of the day, all things considered, it's the parent's choice. If a parent decides to purchase something for their kid, and it's, you know, we'll continue to see these sort of things happening. So when we complain and say, oh, well, you know what, this game continues to be bad, right? Look, it's because people buy the game, and people buy the game for their kids. And it will continue to be bad forever and ever and ever, and people will continue to buy it and complain. And then the complaints mean nothing. That's the point.
I mean, the thing is, though, as well, Pokemon is also the #1 highest grossing franchise in the world with no signs of slowing down. So even if, like, people stop buying their games, they got Pokemon cards, they got plushies, they got movies, like, they got anime.
Pokemon literally is the largest media conglomerate on the planet. There isn't anybody who, like...
It's like if you're like, okay, I'm not going to go see any more Disney IP-owned things. Okay, you're one person, and Disney will find a way to get money from you anyway, bro. Did you buy a box of cereal from the grocery store once? Did you know that Disney owns these Cheerios, bro?
Hold on one second. Hold on one second. Hold on one second. Because they coming at you in the chat. So it's good. It was like, you're 23 years old. You are the younger demographic, bro.
I know, but I'm going to be real. I've never felt like young. Even as a child, I didn't feel like a kid.
Can you imagine?
Like, I grew up almost feeling older than people around me. And even now, when I talk to, like, if I were to talk to somebody else my age outside of my friend groups, I feel like an alien. I'm sitting there like, what are you talking about? English, please speak it.
Like, you just walking around holding your back so scared at like 5, like, oh, it hurts.
Honestly, sometimes, yeah, just be feeling like that. I'm just like, I feel like, shit, I know what my age is, but I never feel it.
My body.
Exactly, like, I'll never genuinely feel my age. Like, I feel like at the age of 65, I'll be sitting there looking at everyone like, what the fuck are you on about?
Alright. So I guess, yeah, Pokemon, it is like the I think this one is like, it's topping the charts. The eShop. Yeah, so like
it's doing well. Surprise, surprise.
So like Blake, I'm gonna be honest with you, man. I think this was your favorite generation. Like, you got the most memories from this generation. You absolutely love it. We got Echo going on.
Yeah, Echo? No, I don't think so.
Oh, we got somebody background. So, okay, is that you?
Background.
Somebody's background. Okay, so yeah, like I was saying, Blake, this is like your favorite one. Like you got the most memories, you're most nostalgic for this one. I'm gonna keep it real with you, Chief. I'm kind of glad they dropped the ball with this one. So when they do black and white, too, I'm like they can learn from this and be like, yo,
I'm glad your generation was the sacrifice for land.
You know what? You know what? No, I hope we get Pokemon Legends, Zekrom or whatever the hell its name is.
Adam, do you really think they'll
and then they're
learn?
like, okay, we're gonna let Ilka develop this. Oh, you guys want Mega Evolutions? What's that? Oh no way. Oh, you guys want this? No.
Honestly, as long as my Gen 5 remakes have triple and rotation battles, I don't care.
Oh my gosh, that was so hard. To
I don't think they'll learn from it. Sadly.
Because it kind of reminds me of Resident Evil. Like Resident Evil 2 was so good, but then for some reason Resident Evil 3 remake was just like, what the hell happened? So I'm kind of glad that we got Resident Evil 2 the way that it was, and then Resident Evil 3 ended up being crap.
Wait. So Shad, when you say I hope they learn from this, it's the second highest selling game this year. What are they going to learn from this? That they can give their games to another company, tell them to rub their dick all over, do whatever the hell they want to it, and put it out, and it'll sell. Like,
the one thing they'll learn from this is that they'll be like, "Damn, bro, let's just re-release the DS-ROM and then peace out."
I would rather take that. I would take that, honestly.
Wow, you see? Here's the question though: what do you guys genuinely think is actually like? What do you think could actually fix the Pokemon series in general? Like, is there anyone or anything that can actually make?
Put some more goddamn production value behind it, in my opinion.
Here's the thing, Q. Fans make much better Pokemon games as fans.
Thank you!
All the time.
Right, but how?
Like, it's not rocket science.
No, I'm not talking about
basically
the gameplay.
What he's saying is you need to execute a Sonic Mania.
Exactly.
Yep.
Put the fans behind it, and they'll make something amazing because the fans know what the fans want.
Make a full-blown reboot of the franchise, rebooting literally all of the fundamentals that you know about Pokemon, and give it to the fans. Well, the ones that are out there actually making the better ones, not just some random fans that you know what I mean.
Nintendo don't allow people to do that. The minute they find you're touching the IP, they sue you. So
well, it's not Nintendo doing it; it's a Pokemon company.
Yes, but
also like that,
it would be Game Freak doing it, but I would just say point at Sonic Mania and use that as your.
Yeah, we got 2 super chats. I'll read these really quick, but I got something to actually say about Sonic Mania. So we got one from H Draken saying, "Damn, I'm only 24, but Sosuke just put me through a midlife crisis 6 years too early."
Listen, if you understand what it feels like to just not understand the people your age, welcome. Get out of my house.
From Duo, he says, "Let Falcom make the next Pokemon game would be." Yeah, actually, I said when I played Cold Steel, when I was like, when I played Cold Steel 1, like with like the way like the map traversal and everything works, I was like, I kind of thought that Pokemon would be like this at some point. After like Colosseum and Gale of Darkness, I was like, this is what I imagined console Pokemon to be like, and it was not. But actually, so fun fact. So you guys know how Sonic Mania was made by fans?
Yeah.
So apparently, the team who made Sonic Mania had a falling out with Sega, and they left Sega.
Because Sega sucks.
Wow.
So when people were hoping and thinking that Sonic Origins was going to be made by the fans or Sonic Mania 2 was going to be in development, nope, that team is making their own game now, and they no longer are affiliated in any way, shape, or form with Sega. Apparently Sega, I don't know what Sega did. It's Sega, so it's probably not hard to think. But no, they have left Sega, and we will never see them make another Sonic game.
Yep. It's ridiculous.
I'm extremely interested on what the hell did Sega do.
Yeah, I would love to be like a.
Let me see if I can find the article.
Like, I really want to know.
Okay. So, we got any lasting impressions about Diamond and Pearl? Do we recommend people get this? I mean, does it really matter at this point?
In a vacuum,
if you've never played Gen 4, go for it.
Yeah, but here's the thing though. If you've never played Gen 4, right, which means you've probably not played much of any Pokemon game, shouldn't the recommendation be play one of the good ones? Like maybe play.
Well, if you just want to play Gen 4 in general, just play it.
And also, keep in mind, like before you say like why don't they play one of the older games? As parents don't know how to emulate and finding those original games is worth millions. So,
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
and
They cost like
imagine a
$70
kid
minimum.
saying, "Mom, can I have a DS?" And mom goes, "What's that?" Like, a DS, like one of the old ones from like 2000. Can I have one of those to play older games? They'll go, "No, you can't. I just bought
They're
you a
not
Switch.
that old."
You're gonna play that. You're gonna sit in the corner, and or I'm gonna hit you anyway." But
Wow.
Bro, the DS wasn't that long ago. Shut the fuck up.
For a lot of
17
people, it
years.
kind of was.
They count.
17 years.
Shut the fuck up.
Wait, how
Uh,
long?
There's a super chat.
We have got ourselves here a super chat as well from Game Inspection saying you could cut the game sales and Pokemon would still have more money than Marvel or Star Wars. You just need to stop the merch sales to have an impact. He's absolutely
Yeah, that's true.
And
Those
another
plushies
thing,
sell like hotcakes.
another thing as well that I also find is that I remember when they announced how much money Nintendo made off of Fire Emblem Heroes. I was like, oh, this console Fire Emblem game is going to be amazing. And then we got Three Houses, and Three Houses is literally the epitome of it's pretty okay. Like they put a lot of content into it, but graphically, that
Yep.
game is just. Where did the budget go? Where did you put the money?
It's
All the
It's a
voice
mixture.
acting.
Come on now, it's Omega Force. That's firstly. Secondly, from a sales standpoint, didn't that game still do like bangers for the franchise?
Oh, yeah.
Highest ever, yes.
I mean, it's Switch effect, so you know what, whatever.
Oh yes, good point, Riku.
Switch
Yeah.
effect.
That's a Switch effect. Yeah. Just as on
Just a-
Switch, people are gonna buy it.
Not taking anything away from Three Houses, I'm sure it's good for what it is, but it is the Switch effect.
Oh, speaking of which, I didn't find that game. Yeah. So, all right. So yeah, that's Diamond and Pearl. We know better than to stay away from it, but I know I'm probably gonna end up playing it more than I should. I know we got other topics, and I keep thinking of one last question to ask. But like going forward, if they have to remake the other games, do you guys want this chibi style? Is
No.
this something
No.
that you love?
No.
Oh no.
After
No.
Sun and Moon, I thought we'd
No.
never see chibis again, and the fact they put chibis on a modern console in 2021, you are literally just feeding the people that say Nintendo's makes kids games, bro.
It just looks ugly, in my opinion.
Facts.
Like, I just met Cynthia for the first time. I was like, Jesus Christ, you look terrible when this ended.
Dude, Cyrus is
like
not
the
menacing
memes
at
of it
all.
are, like the memes of it are funny, but actually looking at it,
It's just like it's like I was saying. I hope they learn their lesson from this one and they don't ever go to chibi style. I hope next year we'll get like the next generation of Pokemon games, I guess the 9th generation or whatever it's called, and then the next year that they actually do like, you know what, we're gonna go back to old school. We're gonna have like actual 2D artwork for this one, and we're gonna make the sprites bigger. We're gonna make it look like it's a good black and white remake.
See-
that's what I
see,
want. That's all I
They
need.
remade Diamond and Pearl like Octopath, bro, like in the HD 2D.
oh my
That would
god,
have been great.
That'd be crazy.
That would have been great.
But no, Shadow. See, next year we're not getting Gen 9. Next year we're getting Pokemon Pussy Platinum. And that one is going to be a remake of
Why
Pokemon
you-
Platinum, bro. And it's going to have all the content from Shining Diamond and Brilliant Pearl.
I don't
And
Oh my
whose
god.
man's is this?
Man, really, we gotta
This is
move
Bowser
on.
Boy.
We gotta
Whose
move on.
man's is this?
Let's go to what I think is gonna be a real quick topic because I don't think you guys have too much experience with Star Ocean.
I've played every game except 5.
Oh, okay, no, I'm wrong. So, new Star Ocean game got announced, I think a couple of weeks back at this point. Star Ocean: The Divine Force, and it came out to a lukewarm reception, I guess you could say, because the Star Ocean games have been like quiet, almost dead for the past 3 or 4 years now, or 5 years. When the last time Star Ocean 5 came out, and this game, while I'm excited to see it, I'm just like, I'm not 100% hyped for it because the Star Ocean games have been just going steadily downhill since like, I want to say Star Ocean 3. And maybe even that Star Ocean 2.
I was gonna say,
Really
I haven't-
depends on who you ask.
Yeah, like I feel like Star Ocean 3 was like really good. Like maybe I haven't played Second Story, but it could be on par with that. But ever since then, or maybe lower, but ever since then, they just been steadily going down.
I
And
heard
this
the only-
game doesn't look any different. Good.
I heard the only 2 out of 5 Star Ocean games that I heard have aged well is 2 and 4. I heard
2 and
I heard when people played. I heard when people played 1 when it came out on PS4 and whatnot. they were not feeling it. And I heard when 3, when that came out on that HD port came out on PS4, people are saying it's not as good as they remembered.
We said 3.
Yeah,
Yes.
till the end of time.
Oh, okay, yeah. Because I think if I replay 3 now, I'm probably not gonna hold it to a high regard. But
Which is odd because I heard it backwards for 4. We heard when 4 first came out, people didn't like it, but now people actually like 4
true
now.
with 4.
Yeah, 4 just had like really annoying characters. I almost say I prefer Star Ocean 4 characters over Shin Megami Tensei 5 characters, but let me not go that far.
Gameplay wise, in regards to what I'm seeing here, this looks like a combination of Xenoblade Chronicles X and Ys for some reason.
Yeah,
I
it
actually
does.
think it looks like Phantasy Star, and I was wondering if the star and Star Ocean had anything to do with it.
Same type of genre, Blake. They're very similar in what they set out to do.
Okay.
I really hope I like this.
I gotta be honest about this one. I really don't have much hopes for this because Star Ocean 5 let me down so hard. That game is 100% ass doodle butt cakes. And
Would you buy it again?
would I buy what, Star Ocean 5 again?
Yeah, like if it got re-released for some other platform and
Hell no,
you know,
I'm staying the hell away from that game. Hell no, it's not.
You think there's nothing they can do for
No.
Star Ocean 5, like
No.
add or change or anything?
Absolutely
to say
not.
that it is-
That game from a design standpoint is trash. It's
If they
100%.
if they put Nocturne on the title, would you
Oh
then buy
god!
it?
Oh god, no!
Dude, don't you have to beat Rizal 1 and 2? Should I check your Steam account again?
Oh man!
You're welcome to do so.
Oh man! But I don't like this graphical style that they went for when it comes to the character models. Like I really don't. Like it doesn't translate well. Like the artwork is awesome. Like you guys saw the thumbnail for this. Like that's the artwork. It does not translate into the game at all. This game looks like late 360 character models almost.
Yeah,
I'm like,
it does look like an HD PS3.
I'm like,
Like,
what?
I'm hoping this is alpha footage because it does look rough.
It-
Did it-
I'm looking at the
development.
footage. Like I'm looking at the footage that Shadow has like up on the stream right now. Like just looking at the way lighting is done and like how everything looks and feels to just take in.
I'm with Shadow though. I just don't like the character models. I think everything else looks
I feel
really
that
nice.
You know what they
the
look
world
like?
looks nice.
They
but
look
the
like
characters look off.
they look like size Xenoblade X characters.
I said they
yeah,
kind of do,
that's a good point.
but I don't know. I feel like Xenoblade X characters, even the side ones, kind of like they all looked kind of like art stylized. Like I don't know, these guys kind of look like they belong in. Shosuke, what's that game that you've been playing on PC that was on PS3 with the guns and the?
Resonance of Fate. Yeah, it
Yeah,
looks
Resonance
like
of Fate.
it looks like Resonance
Ah,
of Fate.
yeah.
Like
We said
Well, I
360 game. There you go.
because I was playing like I turned on Resonance of Fate like I think 2 or 3 days ago just to mess around because SMT5 hard mode was giving me some problems. So I just walked around and shot some enemies up, and I'm looking at them like, damn, this game is really pretty. It like on PC, I'm like, damn, this game's really pretty. Like, holy shit, it looks great. And then I look at Star Ocean 6, and I'm like, why does Leanne's dirt face look better than you in showing emotion? I gotta know.
You could still see like from Residence Fate, even though it probably looks good on modern platforms, you could pretty much
Yeah.
tell it was a a 7th generation or whatever generation 360 was game.
Because I have it on PS3 and I have it on PC, and I can look at the two. Like the only difference is like they cleaned up the anti-aliasing and the frame rate. Like it's all solid and smooth. But other than that, it looks good. It still looks pretty good. But this just looks. I don't want to call it Uncanny Valley.
Do you think
I
it's gonna
never
get better?
played.
Though?
I never played 5, so I can't compare it. But just looking at this, it does seem the gameplay is more, as Riku said, wasn't Riku more East space than what it
gameplay-wise.
used to be?
Because
The in past Star Ocean games, you couldn't like jump around like multiple times and stuff like that.
Yeah, and they were more like Tales of, right? You go into an
Yeah.
arena and you fight and whatnot. But this one, it seems like it's what they what we initially thought Tales of Arise was going to be, when you just see an enemy and fight them. Like I said, like Ease.
Mhm.
I'm interested to see how people, especially people of this franchise, are going to take that.
But it's,
I'm also wondering. Let me just say this last thing. I'm also wondering if the reason they didn't put a number behind it is because of that change. Because this definitely looks like the furthest departure, no pun intended, to Star Ocean first part.
Story wise, this might also be a reboot because it's kind of hard to continue like the Star Ocean series from what I know. Because like all the games are connected in a timeline. Like Star Ocean 4 is where they take off from Earth, etc.
Interesting. I didn't know they were connected.
Yep.
The only way they could do that is if they release all the games on PC.
Yeah. So I'm wondering if they consider this officially Star Ocean 6, and if they aren't, is that the reason why they didn't put the number behind it like they did all of the other ones? Is this like just a spin-off game? Because honestly, looking at everything that they're doing, it really does feel like a spin-off game.
I don't think they ever put like the number behind the titles ever since like I think Star Ocean 4. We just been calling it Star Ocean 4. It's been The Last Hope, Integrity and Faithlessness, and Divine Force. They stopped with the names. I think they never did. Star Ocean was just called Star Ocean. Second Story was Second Story, and then after that it was just.
You're right.
Numbers were
It's
just
not
numbers.
called Star Ocean 4. I never even noticed.
Yeah, it's just called Star Ocean: The Last Hope. The fans just call it Star Ocean 4.
So with the fact that this what we're seeing here is an early trailer, like an announcement trailer. You guys think it's gonna like improve then in the long run?
I don't think
Like,
no. I don't think it's going to improve. No, especially the character models. That's a done deal. That's what it is.
Did they give a release date?
It's coming in 2022. I did. Yeah.
Is it? Oh
Yeah.
no.
It's not. They're not gonna change the character models. Like the frame rate will improve. Which how the fuck did they mess the frame rate up in this day and age? I don't understand. But like the frame rate should be fine. It's coming out on PS5 and PC. I think it was PS4 footage that they were showing off when it debuted. But the frame rate should be fine. But as far as the character models go, like no, that's set in stone. That's not changing.
Remind me who develops this series. Is it Sega who makes this game?
No, it's Tri-Ace.
Yeah, Tri-Ace, yeah.
Who the hell are Trice?
What's up?
He's Blake is showing his age.
I'm gonna be real. Like, I only played Star Ocean 1 and 2 off the PSP versions like 3 years ago, and I didn't know the name Tri-Ace. I was so no, like I knew about like
what
other
else have they
companies.
made?
Like,
They made
Resonance of Fate.
Resonance of Fate, and they made.
Oh
a
wait,
PS2
so this is
version.
okay. Now my comparison looks even worse. Like, look at bro.
There's also they also made a game on PS2 called Radiata Stories that people like.
Oh yeah.
Wait,
That's your
Infinite
Residence-
profile
Undiscovered.
as well.
I thought Residence of Fate was done by Bandai.
I think it's licensed by Sega,
It's the
but Tri-Ace
publishing basically.
handles gameplay.
Back in the day, though, Tri-Ace used to be, before Square and before Square and Enix, were one.
Merged.
Yeah, before they merged, Tri-Ace was right behind. Star Ocean was right behind Dragon Quest for Square Enix's next big JRPG.
Yep.
They also had Valkyria Profile, which was
That
I'd say moderately big back then.
Yeah,
It
Valkyrie
was
profile.
fun. A lot of people are saying that when Square and Enix became one, and they heavily focused on Dragon Quest and Final Fantasy moving forward, Star Ocean kind of hit the back burner. But they were getting a lot of attention when they were just Enix.
Okay.
Okay, so it's an old ass company. Cool.
So
Damn, son.
yeah, I think for Star Ocean, I don't think anybody has really high hopes. I mean, I'm gonna look forward to its release. I'm gonna play it, but I have no expectations for it really. I'm thinking a decent game at best. I'm thinking a 7 out of 10 at best.
I hope
the
this is
franchise
the one
needs-
I like.
If the franchise wants to do anything to pique my interest, to be honest, go ahead and release that Star Ocean 2, damn it, on PlayStation 4 and Switch, because as of right now, currently Star Ocean 2 is the only one that has not been brought localized to modern platforms over here, and a lot of people consider that
Yeah, the best one.
the best one. If you play all of the Star Oceans in and out, Star Ocean 2 is by far the best one. So I'm just that. Yeah, I've heard it's fucking sad that is the only one that we don't currently
So
have.
what is it with companies localized not localizing the best one? Wasn't Valkyria Chronicles 3 the best one, and that wasn't
Yep.
localized?
Yep.
I think they're holding it. It's a sense like
the crossbow games.
Dude, Mother 3, dude.
Okay, so
hopefully when this comes out, they're like, oh yeah, by the way, we're bringing over Star Ocean 2 at the same time. Then I would say that, well, at least this Star Ocean 6 did, we got something good out of it. We got Star Ocean 2 finally coming over.
Or they could make Star Ocean 2 a pre-order bonus.
Something like that. Do something. I would say capitalize on that to, boost the sales, get people more interested. Hey, by the way, we got Star Ocean 2. It's coming out. Try that before this game comes out. Maybe you can hype people up, since 2 is apparently the best one. Get people into 6, and then they could be disappointed.
Damn. All right, so that's Star Ocean. Hopefully it comes out and it's good. Hopefully, I think it's gonna be decent. So for the next topic, I'm gonna put an image on screen, and I want you guys to tell me about this image. Like, one of these things are not like the other, and something needs to leave this image. So let me know what you guys are thinking with this image. So here's the image. Let me know what doesn't belong here.
Why is Keanu Reeves here?
One of these things are not like the other. One of these things are not the same.
One of these things is going to take on the award.
Is this just role-playing games or JRPGs?
Yep, this is just for
It's just role-playing games, so it does fit in the...
I mean, I don't see why not.
I think what people are saying is that Cyberpunk's getting special treatment because it's past the cutoff, is what I'm assuming.
It shouldn't be on there, period, because it's dog shit. Not even from a gameplay.
It's a great game.
Okay, it's a great but game. Technically standing, it's not even a competent game. It still needs.
Here's the thing, Shadow.
So Shadow is just using this to slander Cyberpunk.
Okay, Shadow, have you played the game?
I played it for like maybe 30 minutes. I'll be honest.
That's not
out of here.
You gotta remember, Shadow. Bao made a whole video about this like ages ago.
I think
it's a great video you should check out too.
I think Bao, you're cool peoples. But I think you got like rose tinted like glasses on with this game, man. All right,
completely partial. It's like I am with SMT5.
Shadow, I'm gonna be real. Cyberpunk is a good game. But I'm also in the camp that it really shouldn't be contending for best role playing.
Hey, thank you. That's what that's part of it.
Okay,
when was the official day this game came out again?
Said was it was garbage. No.
Okay, it kind of like from a technical standpoint, that's what I'm saying. Like for the majority of people,
endings of the game, yes, it should be on that list. It's great.
No, from a technical standpoint. Are we saying
we can't put technical standpoint?
Why not? Well, why hell not? If a game comes out,
runs fine on one system.
Oh wow,
my version was perfectly fine. Should I judge it?
But
other people played.
The majority of people played a broken mess.
That sounds like their problem.
You say that. Man. As far as I know, Cyberpunk is still in the top 100 on Steam. It's never left it.
Oh my god!
Here's the thing, right?
Because they can't refund it, probably.
Among the 6 of us, what game would you pick then? Because I'm going with Arise.
I would say Cyberpunk, actually.
I will
take Cyberpunk.
Bob, get out.
Keep in mind, I have played all 5 of these.
Oh my god.
I haven't played Cyberpunk to completion, but I spent like 20 hours on that game when I was staying at a friend's house, and it was a really cool experience. But
oh my goodness.
I'll get back to you on this. Just 4 of those games I fucking shake at the idea of having to pick one.
So just go ahead and say Scarlet Nexus. You know you want to.
I can't because I like the other ones too. It's not fair. Rise was amazing. I loved Arise, and SMT5. Well, it has its. Well, everyone that isn't Aogami or Yuzuru, it's so good. So it's like, what the fuck? This was made to assault me. This came at me specifically.
We got a super chat from Duo saying, "Shadow, don't slander the husbando of Wet Dreams, Bao."
Oh, what? Bao, what's the style that you got now? What's going on there, Bao?
You read the title, you know what it means.
Oh man!
I'm not even denying it.
Duo, what you be doing?
Oh my goodness. Okay.
But like, just like, lastly, for me on Cyberpunk, I. If you played Cyberpunk on PC, PlayStation 5, or Xbox, you had a great game. I fully think that they should have canceled this game for last gen, because I think last gen has only been hemorrhaging them money. It just got to a case of where they made this game too ambitious and they wanted it to like do a whole lot, and they achieved that on other platforms. However, the last gen versions were not that great, and they should have either delayed them indefinitely or just completely not made them. But I can see why they didn't, because they're like, oh, we need the money. But overall, like from a narrative standpoint, Cyberpunk, from what I've heard from people, is like untouched. It is apparently the narrative is really good for it. I never finished it, but I liked what I played from it.
Just to
Aren't
point
they
out,
still
you
working
can.
on the PS5 and Xbox Series X version? Is supposed to be like scheduled for a quarter of 2022
Yes.
next year.
They're trying to fix the current, last gen console versions, which is why
I'll say,
everything's been held up.
The last gen, and the thing is though, is that them fixing quote unquote the last gen versions is them making the game from the ground up again for last gen in like 480p. Like they're gonna come out looking like worse than Switch ports.
Here's the thing though. If you waited like me, you know the game is $10 now. So you know,
Oh my
just saying. You know, and you get a free upgrade to you know.
I will
next
say
gen,
this.
So you know.
Don't buy into the hate in Cyberpunk. Play yourself and form your own opinion on it.
Oh my god.
Because everyone I've talked to was like, "Wow, I played this game, Bao." Everyone said it was crap. I actually enjoyed it.
Didn't someone DM you, Bao, and say, "Hey, I loved your content, but you said Cyberpunk was great, so I have to leave you. I'm sorry." And he, like,
Yes.
blocked you or something.
Someone actually DM'd
I
me
remember
that.
he brought that up. And I
I
have
was
to
like,
ask
that's crazy.
why.
So guys on the panel, people in the chat, what should win best role playing game at the Game Awards from these options? What are we thinking?
Can't you put like a poll in the chat?
I'm gonna be
I don't think-
real. I feel like it's unfair putting Rise here, given the fact that it's also up for best multiplayer. I would have said put Stories 2 up over Rise because
No one's gonna vote for Stories too. I feel like people
Season 9, goddammit!
as great as
You
Sorry, Rick, this
motherfucker!
sounds like you're
Goddamn
fucking
fuck, I'm
yourself.
hating motherfucker!
Can't
I should
really hear
see
you,
everyone
Rick.
over there, including Jeff Keighley. He's getting a stone cold stunner. Falcon Fire will not be denied anymore.
what did you say? A stone cold stuff? What the hell? It sounds like a super robot move.
Blake, you're aging yourself there.
Oh no.
Stone Cold
he doesn't
Stunner
know
is
who
like the
Steve
most.
Austin is.
Stone Cold Stunner is the most popular wrestling move of all time.
Oh, but you told me
I'm not a
WWE
wrestling
was
fan,
shit.
and I know that. I'm not a wrestling fan, and I know that.
Yeah, that got me. That got
For
me.
the record, Al told me to stay away from WWE. So
He raised you right.
Well, wait a minute. I'm sorry, Rico. Well, wait. Yeast 9 came out this year? I thought.
Yes, nigga.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's when
wait.
it came
No,
out last year.
You know what?
no,
You
because
know
I'm
what? I
thinking
should know
the
that.
PC version like came out like a year before after. Okay, my bad. My bad.
Like, I could have sworn, because I played the
Bro.
demo before it came out, I could have sworn it was last year.
Yeah, that's why.
February of this year.
I
okay.
should know
thought
that
Rick
already,
is
but
lying.
it feels like forever since last I played that. So, yeah, it should
See
be in
how
there then.
I think it's the typical game coming out at the beginning of the year syndrome thing.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
this is also a Falcon game we're talking about. Popularity is just not something they have right now.
I mean, have they ever had nominees at the Game
Never.
Awards? Like, I don't think
Nah.
people nominated Trails for anything.
I think like
Say what you will about the franchise,
I think like
but-
peak Falcom or Ease was 8. That never got nominated for anything.
nah.
Probably not.
No.
But here's the
I
thing,
don't
though,
really
right?
think it became popular until the Switch version came out. I could
To be
wrong,
honest,
but-
I've been saying this for years, and I'll say it again. Especially the Game Awards, it's a popularity contest.
It's also
Always
it's
has
also
been.
it's also when people are looking at like new JRPGs and all that kind of stuff, they're all about the visuals. Like you look at a Falcon game and you think, oh, unless you're a JRPG fan, you're probably looking at it and thinking, oh, this doesn't look that good. Because like I tried to show my missus like, hey, when you're finished with Persona 5, how about you play Trails? And she's like, that doesn't look good. And I'm like,
Oh,
really?
man.
This looks great. No, it doesn't look good. So yeah, I think it's a visual thing too. People
That's
just
why
it
Demon Slayer is so popular, because it looks pretty.
It's fucking Cyber Connect. It's all aesthetics for them. That's where people
Mhm.
jump on their dicks.
Let's go.
So what are the rest of you guys saying? Because I said Arise. So for the rest of you, what are you picking?
Oh, Monster Hunter Rise.
Shin Megami Tensei
Oh,
5.
say Cyberpunk out of these.
Get back to me
wow.
like a day before the Game Awards. I think I'll have an answer.
Oh man.
I mean,
Do I have
if
to like
If I
rank
snap
these?
if I snap
Is
at
that-
you, assume I don't have one.
Because like I said, I played all 5 of these, so I had to rank them. Cyberpunk, Monster Hunter,
Wow.
Arise, SMT5, and then Scarlet Nexus.
Jesus.
These sounds
How
that
dare-
high for you.
Still my game of the year.
Oh, but not Cyberpunk, huh?
I played that last year, Shadow.
Oh, but for some reason it's on here too. So you know,
Yeah, because it came at the end of last year.
Of
Cut
course.
off for Game Awards is like November or some shit.
Of
Are
course.
you guys still playing
And this game,
Monster?
Cyberpunk came out last year, December.
Oh yeah, the Sonic
stole
update comes out in 5 days.
Yes, sir.
Oh
Okay,
my
so here's the
God.
thing, right? Someone remind me because I still have that game because I picked it up and it's still on my shelf. So like, someone remind me so I can hop in and play with you guys or something.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. I'll get Riku in too because I'm still playing Fallout 4 on Nightmare, and he bought the game to play. So yeah, we'll get you on there too. Don't worry.
Riku. Is that a super chat?
I'll-
For
We got a
West Town
super
HD?
chat here.
I love this super chat. I love it.
We got a shadow chat here from Shadow King 1982, 1982. Hopefully not the year you were born. Old ass nigga. Cyberpunk doesn't deserve any recognition, period, because it was delisted and CD Projekt Red lied. No! The company
Once
lied.
again.
Yeah, hate to
Once
see
again.
it.
Yeah, thank you, Q. You hate to
Specific
see it.
versions that I didn't play, so why should I really care?
Wait. They
When
didn't
people
really,
don't keep the same energy for PC games that are terrible and never fix.
Actually,
It is kind of
double standard.
looking at that super chat, they didn't really lie. They gave you the game they promised. They just gave you a buggy game.
I mean,
that
I
was
could
promised.
say that Age
it's
of
not like
Calamity-
Alien Isolation.
Actually, no. You want to talk about shit right now. Age of Calamity fucking lied to our face when he said it's the canonical prequel to Breath of the Wild. It is not canonical.
Hold on,
It is
wait. Time
non-canon
out.
as shit.
I know at least one example of where Cyberpunk quote unquote lied. It's when they said like the police interactions would be dynamic and you could bribe police officers and whatnot. You can't do any
When
of
was
that
that
in the
said?
game. That was
was
definitely
that
said.
said?
That was definitely said, bro.
And your
That-
sources, Mr. JRPG.
Someone has to
Okay.
show me that because
Alright.
I've never heard of that.
I'm gonna direct you to somebody's video. I think it's like his name is Crow something.
Somebody's
gotta tell you
video
all.
or a developer's video.
No, because like it's gonna be somebody's video because they take actually like developer footage that they said that this stuff is gonna be, and they put it in the video and sees how it contradicts what actually the game is. You know, so I'm gonna shoot you guys that video.
Once again, Shadow, have you played this game yourself?
I did play the game myself, sir. I did.
How much?
You played. You played.
Wait, Shadow, you said 20 minutes, right? It's not even out the
Sir, I said,
live pass.
sir, I believe I said 30 minutes. Okay, sir. Okay, so let's get that right,
It's
all right?
crazy how playing 30 minutes of Persona 5, all you'll get to do is see someone get shot.
Hey man, that's a different genre, bro. That's
Did you
completely
even
different.
Okay,
drop Jackie
it is a
in the
role-playing
30
game.
minutes you played?
I think I got past like the corporate like opening or something like that. I don't know.
Lord have mercy. The
Well-
game didn't even open yet.
Oh my goodness, come on, Bob.
Fraud.
This man Shadow played Skyrim, got past the dragon scene, and went, okay, I'm done.
Oh man, I still believe this game does not deserve to be on any. Like if it got the No Man's Sky treatment, then I'd be like, okay, I'm gonna back off. It got that treatment. It's
Realm
on
Reborn
it's
treatment?
on it's on its
You know
way
how-
to get that
Do
treatment.
you know how long
That Final
it
Fantasy
took?
14 Realm Reborn.
Do you know how long it took for both of those games to get that treatment?
Hey man, if it was on a Game of the Year list, I'd be like, okay, cool, yeah, it's really improved. So yeah, I'm good. But you know, as it stands right now, I'm just like
I
I'm
mean,
questioning it.
Shadow
Right.
didn't play it.
Nah, man.
High
Heavy.
tea. If you haven't played a game, you really shouldn't comment on it, but it's just my humble opinion.
You know, this is what happened when I talk shit about Pokemon Sword and Shield, and then what did I do? Someone bought me a copy, and then I talked more shit about it. So the fact of the matter is,
So I got-
that, look,
So I got.
Please, Shadow,
You
tell me,
go
how was the
play
story
games.
in Cyberpunk? How
So-
were the characters?
Oh my god! So I gotta play 30 minutes. I gotta play the game for like 30 hours or beat the game in order to say the
Get
game's
out
crap.
the tutorial at least. Jesus Christ.
Oh man. Yeah, people saying it right in the chat. Where's Bravely Default 2? You know, where's that game at?
Bravely Mid 2?
Nowhere on this list like it deserves to be.
Damn.
does watching a walkthrough count?
That game was strong in gameplay and nothing else.
If you
Wait,
watch
whoa,
a-
time out! Wait, whoa! Let's back it up for 2.5 seconds here. What's going on with SMT5? Is SMT5 not on?
Technically, Tales of Arise as well. If you want to say that statement falls true for that as well.
Bao, explain yourself, sir. Huh?
Sure, I will. I said gameplay was good and nothing else. That doesn't apply to those other games. The story and characters are lacking, but it doesn't mean they're terrible.
Wait,
Arise's characters are
Bravely
terrible.
Default? You would consider that using the word terrible for that game?
Kind of, how to say. a step below what SMT5 is, which is not saying much. Like, I don't even remember their names. Let's put it like that.
So SMT5 got its foot in the door while
One guy's name is
Bravely
Elvis.
Default, while Bravely Default 2 didn't even get out the car.
Right. But keep in mind, I played Bravely Default for the gameplay as well. So that wasn't the end of the world. Like, I knew what I was getting into with that. Like, no one plays Bravely Default for the characters, to be fair.
Now these days, I'm really starting to like that like mindset of nobody plays this for that type of thing. I'm starting to feel that's giving certain games a pass because it feels like it's stunting that game's overall growth for future games in the franchise. It's only so far I can take that specific critique into consideration.
Honestly, I'm honestly because like baffled Scarlet Nexus is on here because I really have only heard Sosuke talk about it.
I didn't like it. I'll be honest. I tried it.
It was
I
good.
gave it a fair shot.
Oh, fucking good! I could write a thesis statement.
I don't know what
and I hated
Sosuke.
that shit.
I don't know what Sosuke is so in love with because like when it comes to the story, that game kind of went like left, like with the story. Like I was following up to a point, and now I was like, I got to the ending stuff, and I was like, what the hell is going on here? Like, why is all this stuff doing this?
I'm used to shit like that. Not even just my RPGs, but my anime as well. So like, that didn't really bother me. That drew me in. That I'd be like, okay, I'm listening. I'm still listening.
I'll say this: Scarlet Nexus got more memorable characters than Shin Megami Tensei 5. I'll say that.
That's hard to do because you can bond with the characters in Scarlet Nexus.
True.
Huh?
I'll say Scarlet Nexus is probably even still the best JRPG I've ever seen, like in terms of graphics.
Yeah, that's true.
Because that running at 4K 60
Yeah.
is like, Jesus Christ.
Which one?
Scarlet Nexus.
How much did he play of Scarlet Nexus, Bao?
20, 25 hours, give or take.
Ooh,
Okay, we got a super chat here from Duo Beard saying, I don't see any of the Pixel Remaster games on
Duo.
here.
Duo
Remasters do not count. Remasters do not count.
Get this man out of here, dude. Talk about Pixel.
Except Persona 5 counted last year, but anyway.
Oh my goodness. All right. Okay, so we all know Cyberpunk shouldn't be on here, so we're gonna move on to our next time.
Man didn't even play past the opening.
All right, so let's go on to our next. All right, so for now, I pretty much covered the topics that I want to talk about for the most part. Blake, I believe you want to talk about Super Robot Wars. What's going on with this game?
Another massive
RPG
that came out.
that got.
That I'm going to say.
Yeah.
Oh, you want to know how much it sold, Shadow?
Oh Lord,
You want to know how much in its first week
Lord.
alone?
Oh Lord, not really.
I think breaking almost 200K in its first week alone,
Oh,
and that's only
God.
physical sales in Japan only.
We're not even counting the digital sales of the Steam version, which, by the way, remained at the top of best selling for what? 2 weeks?
I think going on 3 now.
All right, you guys want to talk about this game? Go ahead. Go ahead.
Yes, sir.
Yet another game Shadow has never played but hates on.
All right, so far I've played like 5 minutes of Super Robot Wars 30. Okay, so you know.
Bro, you didn't even get any actual units.
You loaded up the game. You hit new game. You went, okay, that's enough.
I meant to go back. I was like, I never got. I haven't gone back yet.
Did you even actually name your character?
I got the female protagonist because the male
Did
protagonist.
What
you
is
get
her
her
name?
neck?
Hell no, I don't know her name. I don't know her damn name. Shit.
Take it from Ace.
We have an Ace Breaker super chat saying, Shadow, play SRW30. It's really good. Capital
Ace
really
is new to
and
the
capital
series
good.
with an unbiased opinion.
Maybe after I'm done with SMT5, I got enough to play this year. So
Keep in mind though, this game is stupid long, like longer than any of us had anticipated it to be.
It's the length. It feels like the length of 2 SRW games because it had a 2-year development cycle.
What did Super Robot Wars 30 get on Metacritic?
Let's check that out.
I imagine it doesn't have one actually.
Oh, it doesn't. Does it not? Why not? This game sold 200K. What's going on? Let's go.
It doesn't need one.
Let's go see.
I see one. I see one.
Oh, it does. It does.
Interesting.
Probably as a viewer.
Oh man, it's got 72 on Metacritic. Oh man. Oh man. You hate to hear it. You hate to see it. I mean, I'm sorry, Q. You love to see it. How about that? You love to see it.
So you want a game to fail?
Shadow,
for
play
you guys.
Shadow, play more than 5 minutes, then you can talk.
Oh man.
Exactly. If you play the game, we'll let you have your opinion.
Oh, it's attack.
Damn.
That looks pretty cool.
Is that how it works?
Oh,
Yeah,
opinions
yeah.
don't matter
This is
unless
one of the
it's
like
latest
this is one of
in
the
the mouth.
nicest cutscenes in the game, Heike.
Mm.
Wow.
Yeah.
And they also just
we-
added the first wave of DLC, including
Yes, sir.
Soccer Wars.
Yes, sir. Adding Soccer Wars to mainline. Also, we got a super chat really quick from Kiniku saying, "Elite out here willingly being ignorant and wrong consistently, somehow more
man.
than me." Oh wait, what is that?
Oh
Shadow at this
man. Oh, man. Listen, y'all know where this game stands in the total poll on the grand scale.
Extremely high.
At this point, it's definitely bigger than this guy. At this point, absolutely,
Honestly.
absolutely.
How come no one reviewed this though? This is weird.
Because nobody,
They
because
didn't give
it's,
out
game.
review codes.
it's
Oh, yeah,
irrelevant.
that too as well.
Seriously.
Because
They didn't
Q,
give out
it's
review
irrelevant.
codes.
Valve
It's
fought
irrelevant.
tooth and nail to get one, but they actually did not give out anything for this game.
Yeah, why not?
And I wonder if that's because this is the first one that we've ever gotten officially localized. This is the first one that Bao ever thought to ask for a review code for. So I wonder
Yep.
even if in like Japan, if they actually give out review codes for it, or if it's one of those series they don't give out review codes for.
But they're
Not
just like,
Japan,
nah.
no.
Yeah, but
Some
wouldn't
people
it
just
need?
got the game early because of Street Danger. Yeah.
But wait, wouldn't it need as much exposure as it can get? Like, why wouldn't you just
No.
put?
No.
Okay, you
So
got. I
this
feel
makes
like
it
I feel like
It was
that's a
in
no
the
out
top
of
selling
pure.
list. Shadow's in the top selling. On
Okay,
Steam
are
since it was announced.
okay? Are you so that our reviews, early reviews, are not going to help it?
I didn't say that.
I mean, it could also be a spoiler thing because this game is an anniversary game, and there's a lot of very heavily spoiler content there that they might think reviewers might leak early. I don't really know how they feel about that, but
Holy
Sure,
shit!
I
what
can't
is-
give you a reason, but did this game need the exposure?
I mean, extra exposure is always great. It didn't really necessarily have to have it though.
Have
Right,
they
I
mentioned
didn't
anything about
need-
the sales though? Like how well has it sold in general? Like is anything?
Yeah, we
about-
just got done saying sold almost 200K in its first week in Japan alone, physical.
Okay. What about global? I'm trying to.
We don't
know
have
yet.
that. We don't have that number yet.
Gee, I wonder
And I'm
why.
pretty sure that, and I'm pretty sure that number will be just as big.
I mean,
if not
I
bigger.
don't think I have to tell you guys that it was on the front. It was the top selling game on Steam a couple days in a row.
Like that shit was most likely doing incredible numbers.
Okay, I think if it was doing incredible numbers, like the developers or whoever would have tweeted about it by now.
Or
They
and
did.
then Namco
They
US
did?
is just lazy.
Yes.
No,
Wait,
no,
you did?
yeah, U.S. global, they did.
Like this
Yes.
game, I think this game is the game that
They're not
pushed
the dev
series.
shell, they're the publisher.
But like,
Like
we
this-
would have heard something by now about global sales. I think from anybody at this point, if it really did that well.
We already know the sales in Japan, Shadow.
Why
It
you,
did well.
why you defending this game so hard, man? Like, what's going on, man? What's going on?
That's
Shadow, you are sitting. Shadow, you're literally being how you are about this. That you are with Cyberpunk. Like, you ain't playing. Hell, you play less of. You play less of this than you did Cyberpunk.
I've literally like said like I'm playing 5 minutes. I'm gonna play it again. Like you guys, need to,
Another
like,
person in
calm
the
down.
chat checked it out on a whim, and they're really into it. Blue
Like,
streak. mode.
Shadow, 5 minutes doesn't even
Actual-
get you an actual stage.
I never.
You don't even see the Huckubine 30 within 5 minutes.
Well, I mean, the Hugman 30 is kind of a disappointment, but
Sit your ass down, Canadian.
I mean, that was it. But,
Canadian? Who the hell is Canadian?
Like,
Did you
Wow.
forget Blake was?
Oh,
Shadow,
okay.
you have my
I thought it was
address.
me.
Ship
I thought he was-
things.
I
What?
thought he was talking to me. I was like, what? What are you calling me Canadian for?
Shadow's
man?
having an
Huh?
off night. We apologize.
Nah,
This-
man.
this-
I know.
this is
I
the
know
other-
what's
this is
going
the
on.
other Shadow.
I know what's going on, guys. Like
So,
relax.
uh,
I'm gonna play this game at some point. Probably not, but
If,
You're not.
If
You're
Shadow's, he probably isn't going to, but if Shadow's done ranting, I can actually talk about what I was
Yes,
going to
please
talk about.
do.
Yes, sir.
So we have the first wave of DLC for this game. The next wave is coming out next month, and there have been rumors and leaks that we're getting more DLC beyond that. So the first wave has given us the High New Gundam from Mobile Suit Gundam, Belter Chica's Children, Voltes 5 from Super Combiner Voltes 5, and notably, it's given us Soccer Wars, which a lot of people are going crazy about. I don't have a personal connection to Soccer Wars, so I'm not really like super like I think their attacks are really really cool, and I think they're really well animated, and I absolutely am here for adding more like video game series to SRW because Trails of Cold Steel would bang in this series. But even the Soccer Wars content they've added is actually super unique because Soccer Wars is a dating sim, right? That's what it is.
Yes.
It's got dating sim
Action elements too, but dating sim.
So something that they have never done in the SRW series before, and I assume it's just because of Soccer Wars, is the main protagonist. What's his name? Okami. Ogami. Whenever he like, there's specific dialogue choices he can make that like change like specific parts of scenarios, which I find is actually really really cool, and that's actually something they've never done before. So, and all the attacks are really really nice. I didn't know what to expect. The original music that they have, or the not original, sorry, the Soccer Wars theme that they have. This was the first time I've heard it. It is really really good. It's really good.
Also, to your comment in the chat, Shadow, about you're not much into mecha, you don't have to be to enjoy the series.
I feel like mecha is in your face on this one, so you kind of had to have some type of level
No,
of mecha.
you actually don't.
Okay.
The story and characters work on their own.
I mean, like you could say you're not much.
See, Shadow doing it again. You never even touch it, and you're judging it.
Because I can't take that like to heart when you say like you don't have to like mecha when mecha is literally what the series stands out as. Like, are you serious? Like, are you seriously telling me that somebody hates mecha or I've never seen mecha before, or really doesn't even care for mecha that much? You're telling me
in the chat, Blue Streak Mike never seen a mecha show. He tried it. He loves it.
Oh my god.
Why is this rocket science?
Oh my god. That's insane.
Shadow, keep in mind that 50%, if not more, I'd say even more of this game is all like text as well. Like, it's like they do a lot of heavy storytelling throughout like the game, and you really only see the mechs when you're in combat. Like you could go through a final game and say I hate swords, and then just turn off the animations if you want to. But like the actual story itself, it's all portrait based. You don't see the mechs in the actual cutscenes outside of like the J-Decker units, which are more or less pseudo transformers.
That's great. That's great. I'll see if I can give it a chance.
As Trip on chat said, play the game. It's not hard, chat.
Do not sit there. Don't sit there and say, well, is it really all that great when you don't know why it's all the great? You don't give yourself a chance to know why it's great. You just kind of want to sit there, put the tinfoil cap on and go, okay, but is it really? Yes, it is.
I think I have a question if it was
chance.
actually like a bad game or anything like that. I just don't care to actually play it. I don't see how that's a real big deal. It's like you guys are doing more just
it's a big deal
pressuring me
it's
just to play it.
You
Did I actually say it was trash?
You have before.
Yes. And you sit there and say,
all right.
Well, we know it's placed on the total poll. This
and the
is
thing
probably
is, Shadow,
one of the most important RPGs.
Okay, so Shadow says he doesn't like mecha. Okay, cool. You've already played Endless Frontier, which is a Super Robot Wars game.
Yeah, so but it doesn't. But mecha is not at the forefront in that game.
Oh my god!
Yes, it is.
No, it's not.
Shadow, you can't tell me this.
You can't tell me this after I played like both games. Don't sit there and tell me that mecha is at the forefront when I am literally playing as humans the entire time when mecha's just coming in or mecha's being a boss. Relax, stop. I'm not listening to this. I'm not listening to this. No, I'm not listening. It's ridiculous.
Shadow, if it's not a part of the story, what is the one thing Hawken is tasked to chase throughout the entirety of the game?
Gameplay wise, you are not playing as a mech as you are in Super Robot Wars. Stop this.
You can't answer the
and
Xenogears
and Xeno. What do you say? Xenogears or
Xenoblade. You love Trails as well. Like,
okay, but in Xenogears, you get in mechs as a secondary type of deal. It's not the main deal. It's not the main deal. Y'all know this. Stop this.
The game is named after the.
I mean, technically, like Ultraman are in this game, which are just like humans.
Yeah.
That's true. Not everything's a mech, actually.
Exactly.
Oh my god.
You have Gridman. He's not a mech.
He is a whole ass person.
Okay. All right. You guys got it.
Proving you wrong, Shadow.
You guys got
no
it.
defense against
No, I
it.
do. No, you guys are just
No,
like
you don't.
you guys are so high off this game that you guys can't clearly see. Let me finish. You guys cannot see the difference between Endless Frontiers gameplay and what is actually at the forefront and Super Robot Wars 30 or something like
actually,
that. But whatever.
Shadow,
Okay, whatever.
Shadow,
Whatever.
Shadow, answer me this question: is your favorite character Sakuya in Endless Frontier?
Who?
The belly dancer
hair.
girl, blue hair belly dancer girl. Isn't she your
No,
is she
she's
your
not my
favorite
favorite
character?
No, I like them all.
See, everyone in the chat is saying give it a chance, Shadow. Why
I'm
are you being like
going
this?
to give it a chance. Just relax. Like you guys are all. I said I'm going to play more of it after. Maybe I ain't gonna say 100%, but I said maybe I'm going to play because it's not a priority for me. Honestly, it's just not a priority for me. I'm gonna keep it real with you guys. It's not a priority for me to play.
Breaking news: man suffering from mechaphobia tries to explain mecha to mecha.
Hey man, listen. Hey man,
all we can do is just hope he gives it a try. That's all we can do at this point.
I'm inclined to do the Q route to just play the game so I can just say it's trash. That's what I'm inclined to do at this point. That's what I'm inclined to do at this point.
Gotta play it first.
Go for it.
Just gonna be like,
wake up.
But I'm not. But I ain't playing the game that I'm not interested in. So it's not happening. So I'm gonna play it and I'm just be like, whatever.
But you're not interested in it because you don't like mechs, right? We're telling you, even if you don't like mechs, you can enjoy the game.
All right.
I'm pretty sure Ace when he played Super Wars V, he had no. I don't even think he watched Evangelion. I don't even think he still watched Evangelion. So I don't think he knew anything about anything in that game, and he just went ahead and just enjoyed it.
He said, "Fuck it."
And I'm not. I keep saying I'm not entirely against it. I'm just being honest with you guys about how I play games, and when I see a game that I don't particularly care for, I'm not going to play it. I don't know how that's any different from what you guys probably do, but with this franchise, you guys go crazy. But all right.
I don't know if anyone from NIS is watching this, but I definitely did not give a shit about the Sky before I had to review that game. I really only reviewed it out of necessity, but I came out actually really liking it. I'll probably go back and play some more of the series.
Here's the thing though, right? In defense of Shadow, right? If I were to say, hey, you guys want to play some football games or some kind of random sports game, how many of you guys are gonna put your hands up and say,
Dude, backyard football? Let's go.
It depends. If it's NFL Street, heck yeah.
You see how open my
No, let's stop. When I say let's say football, like
you mean soccer?
What you Americans for soccer?
Petty elite, yes sir.
Petty elite return from Ace Breaker Super Chat.
There we go.
I'm just saying, how many of you guys are down to play, I don't know, like Pro Evolution Soccer? Who's down for that?
If you said you want to get a group together and try it, and it was free or something, yeah, I would try it.
Pro Evolution Soccer is free. Wait.
Is that what we're doing after the podcast? We done?
No. Okay. So
I would genuinely give it a try because I try things.
And try it before you say you can't. That was the rule in my house. My mother would say you don't have to eat this, but I'm gonna make you try it before you form an opinion on it. You gotta tell yourself, and that's how I figured out. I hate eggs.
If it's $59.99, what, you hate eggs?
Yeah, that's the first thing I said. I was like, what?
If they're not
yes, Blake doesn't like eggs.
Weirdo.
Why am I gonna sit here and eat chicken period on my breakfast, bro? It's crazy.
Wow.
What? Chicken period?
Wow. Okay.
I had eggs earlier. It's delicious.
Okay.
In closing, it's an amazing game. If you don't like mechs, give it a try anyways, because you'll likely love the characters and the story.
Well, I went into the series not liking mechs.
Good for you, Super War by War fanboys.
Not even fanboys.
All right, we done or we finished with this topic?
Shadow, are you done? Have you admit defeat?
No, because ain't nothing to be defeated about. You guys are just going way too. You guys are going way too hard for this franchise. That's all it is.
Local Endless Frontier Super Robot Wars OG Saga fan does not like Super Robot Wars News at 11.
Because you would think there's something different about the two, but no, they're completely the same. Presentation watch, hey, yeah, you guys got it.
It's crazy how as soon as those Endless Frontier originals, the other ones appear in OG3 shows, gonna be like, hey, bro, this game is actually kind of neat.
I mean, there's a reason. I love Endless Frontier. Put it on my top 10 JRPGs of all time back in the day. But I haven't gone and played any of the other games in the series. There might be a reason for that. There might be.
Did you play Endless Frontier at speed?
I did, sir.
Did you know that Falco was tasked with taking back the Black Demon, which is a robot from Super Robot Wars?
I do not care. I do not care. I do not care. I never said the robots were in the game. You didn't hear me, sir. So why don't you listen? Get the wax out of your damn ear and listen. I never said that.
But I thought they weren't important. I thought they weren't what you play as, because you clearly do.
I didn't say that. You didn't hear me. So.
No,
I'm moving on.
Said you don't play as the.
You kind of said that.
No, I did not say. I said they were not. I said they're not as prevalent. See, you guys are just trying to egg me on here. I know what I said. We can go back. We can go back on the tapes and look at it. That's not what I said. But whatever.
Uh, I love the HPMP. Is there anything else we have to talk? Do we want to talk about GTA and how terrible that was, or like, do we just want to acknowledge that they rushed that remake and call it a day? Like,
Yeah, they really messed that one up. I can't believe they actually did that.
oh, fun fact, they had a
fact,
patch come out, and the
yeah.
patch didn't fix anything.
I saw a clip of someone just kind of.
So
I've never
I'm pretty
seen
sure,
cars do that.
I'm pretty sure in the patch they say patch notes fix this, fix this, fix this. People went back, they did not fix any of the things they said they fixed. They put it on an empty patch. They fired a blank.
They said, "Don't worry, it's a patch, bro. Why is like 90% of my drive space gone? It's a patch. This game still functions correctly."
So it's a patch, and they still haven't fixed anything.
Yes.
No.
It's like how they patched Sonic Colors on the Nintendo Switch to remove the seizures and nothing else.
That's weird. I just don't know how they came out with this game and it is in the shape that it's in. Like GTA 3 and like really all three of them are like one of the best games ever.
I think it's because they were
condition.
rushing to meet the holiday deadlines. It feels like every game that comes out around the holidays is being rushed.
And they don't really try to fix that. They don't really try to do anything about it. Like, they don't try to, like... People complain about day one patches, but at least day one patches iron out any bugs. Also, Blake, Super Chat.
From Night Fury saying, do cheat codes still work? Yes. There's actually the cheat code, I think, in Vice City or San Andreas, or all of them maybe, that lets you control the weather. Fun fact, you put that cheat code in, and it actually fixes some of the issues.
Really?
That's hilarious.
I think
That's
I think,
hilarious.
but I do think if you activate the cheats, they disable the achievements. Or
If you're Riku and you care about that, but...
okay, that's why I'm not. Well, I don't really care about that. That's what I used to do back in the day. I used to just activate cheats and just go crazy in GTA.
Honestly, I'm glad I pre-ordered it physically on Switch because I wanted to have it physically because I like collecting physical games every now and then. And the physical version comes out a month after the digital one came out. So I was like, I was talking to Devil May Pie, and we were both like on the fence. And I was like, you see, I'm just gonna wait till the physical version. It'll give me enough time to see everyone's opinions, see what happens. The same day the digital one came out, I canceled my pre-order. I said, nope, we are not doing that. And I get to play San Andreas on Game Pass, which is great because I get to try it out. And actually, it's pretty okay on Game Pass, but not the Switch version.
See, that's the thing, Game Pass gives you a lot of value for quite a
Sure
reasonable
does.
price.
I got 6 months for $2.
Sorry, what?
I got 6 months for $2.
How?
I signed up for I signed up for 3 months of PC Ultimate or PC for $1, and then I upgraded to Game Pass Ultimate, which has both console and PC on it, and Gold for another $1 because that was also on sale. And then it just extended my time for 3 months, so I have 6 months total of Game Pass Ultimate.
Wow.
It's crazy.
I should have done that,
I never know. Black Friday might have a deal like that coming.
I'm already subscribed on Game Pass Ultimate. There's no way I'm gonna like go back down to come back up. I don't think that's gonna happen. Like, I'm good. Are we done with this? Oh, are we? Is there?
Hey, I
more
don't
to
think
talk
there's
about?
really anything.
So I don't think there's anything else we really have to talk.
What about? Oh yeah, real quick. What about Halo? I think some of you guys. are playing it.
Dude, did you guys
yes.
know Call of Duty killed Halo?
Bro,
That's not a
I heard
thing.
that happened. It was crazy.
Yeah, I got a question about Halo. How is it like? How is Infinite differ from? I think the latest one was 5.
5.
Was it 5?
Oh, it's free to play for one, so everything cosmetic is.
Well, no. What about
lock.
what about from a gameplay standpoint? Is it any
You have a
different from
grappling
5?
hook. There's drops around the map now that everyone will know about. So it's like a mad dash for the best weapons. Is lacking in game modes. That's my big complaint with it so far.
But it's also a games as a service. I think they're going to be updating it like every week. I think is what they said they were going to be doing.
Like, it'll stay consistently updated over time.
Kind of think of it like free to play Overwatch. I guess that's not a good example because Overwatch is like team based, whereas Halo is. I guess well, they also don't have free for all right now in the game. I think for public people.
So
I'd say it's like, given what I've been playing recently, I can compare it as like it's Apex Legends, but take out the make the character abilities pickups on the map, and it's not a battle royale. Like, just separate the battle royale mechanic from it, and it'll be fun. And you can kind of get into it that way.
So
if that makes any sense.
So wait a minute, I just realized we have the latest Call of Duty is out, the latest Battlefield is out, the latest Halo is out, and I think that's the major shooters are out. Which one do we think is going to reign supreme for the holiday season, or actually
Not Battlefield.
stand the
Well,
test of time?
Not Battlefield.
Not Battlefield. Like I was on a stream with my friend watching her play, and
And also-
them loading screens are pretty.
But,
I'm hearing
Um,
both. I'm hearing bad things from both Battlefield
Yeah,
and
both.
Call of Duty.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
that's
heard
the
this
thing.
Call of Duty. So I think Activision has two Call of Duty teams: the ones that make the good Call of Duty games, and the ones that make the bad Call of Duty games. And so we're on the year for a bad Call of Duty game. Like the Black Ops games are all good, and then the ones that aren't Black Ops are not. These are the guys that don't make Black Ops. So Vanguard, to put it into perspective, Call of Duty launch day at my workplace is normally like a holiday. Like we get long hours and stuff, and we work like the whole day, and it's like people in throughout the day. We had less than 30 pre-orders on Vanguard across all consoles.
Holy shit! And they did a free weekend this early.
I definitely think Vanguard is going to be a commercial flop. I don't know if it's going to get like any. I have not heard anyone like even like for older Call of Duty games. You see people be talking about them on like Twitter and stuff, posting clips. Like I have not heard anyone talk about Vanguard.
Like,
I
literally,
really
like-
do. I really do think the change in the first person shooter scene, you know, the whole battle royale thing. I really do think that did a real big punch in the gut to both Battlefield and Call of Duty. Call of Duty tried last year with whatever the fuck that
Warzone.
for last year was Warzone and doing the whole battle royale thing, but and I heard a decent amount of battle royale people like that one, but the thing about the battle royale genre seems that if you're gonna make a battle royale, you better be ready to support that motherfucking game for at least 3.5 years and heavily. And that's not something Call of Duty is willing to do. They're willing to make another Call of Duty the next year and drop their previous one. So they are in a position that isn't beneficial for them. And Battlefield just
So wait, Battlefield is just, like I'm hearing from a technical standpoint, it's like it's pretty bad. But is it just like the whole thing is
Like-
bad, or is it just?
From what I've been seeing, like again, like I spent like almost like 6-10 hours on a stream with a friend while she was playing it with a bunch of other people, and I'm watching, and it's just like it looks all right, but like the major issue is like they released it on the previous generation and the current generation, and the previous generation can't even crossplay between Xbox and PS4 if I remember correctly, let alone with PS4 to PS5 because of the two versions running completely differently. Like
Yeah,
I
I
looked
remember I was
I looked
trying to
into
play the
PS4 version and
I was trying to play
It's
the
like
beta
night
with my
and day.
PS4 friends, and I downloaded the PS5 version, and they were like, "No, you can't play that one. You got to download the PS4 version to play with us." And I was like, "What the fuck? Yeah,
that
you
doesn't
really
like-
couldn't get this shit together? This is fucking ridiculous."
I don't know if this was my first time ever playing a Battlefield game, so I don't know if like Battlefield's just not for me, but I really wasn't liking it. I all the like I
This
don't
is
think
why I
all of
work
them,
for
but there's what are you saying, Riku?
I said, and this is why I preferred Bad Company. I never liked mainline.
See, I've heard Bad Company. I've heard everyone's told me that like unanimously Bad Company's like the best one. And there's like a bunch of them on Game Pass, so I am tempted to go back and like try them and see like how they are. I heard the older ones even had campaigns, so I'm curious how those worked.
it did.
I would say mess around with, if you're gonna mess around with any of them, mess around with Bad Company too. I think that one probably still aged well today. I can't speak on Bad Company 1 because Bad Company 1 was that was around the time shooters were still trying to solidify a control layout on certain things. So control layouts for Battlefield Bad Company 1 may be like, why is this button here? This makes
It was very funky from what I remember.
from a control layout standpoint, yeah.
Yeah, like I wasn't a huge fan of that.
So Riku, you're definitely not getting it then, right?
I'm not getting any of these. Like, I had to tell my friend the bad news. I'm just like, I'm sorry, bro. I know I said I was gonna get it. I played that beta. It made me turn my fucking stomach.
I'll say your hype for Battlefield is what even led me to even try the beta, because I was like, let's see what Riku sees in this game. And I was like, Riku, this game's kind of trash. And he was like, no, this game is actually kind of trash. I was like, oh, okay, cool, just making sure.
Yeah, no, I'm not gonna defend this fucking shit.
I just don't like how did they get this so wrong for Battlefield though? I don't get it.
To be honest, I don't know the reason. I've got a friend who he reviews those games, so his YouTube channel is all about first person shooters, and so he's got both games, and he was just like, he's generally just like bitter about the whole thing about both of them being in the state that they're in, and I think from the off, it seems like it's just the developers just missed the ball with it. Either they're trying something like, trying to hit a different demographic or something, or what. But the core audience, they're just all thinking Halo right now. Like everyone I know who was like looking forward to Battlefield and Call of Duty have just said, look, I'm playing Halo for the rest of it. This is my first person shooter until either they fix it or whatever.
I think
There was
moving
also-
forward, I'm.
What were you saying?
go
Go
ahead.
ahead.
No, you got it.
Okay. There was. I remember when Battlefield announced, like, so everyone's already having like that tough pill to swallow with next gen games being the price that they're at, myself included. It's a bit much, but they also confirmed that Battlefield wouldn't have a single player, which I think is a first for the Battlefield series. I could be entirely wrong, but people were basically saying,
Right.
"Why am I going to pay like this $70 premium for this next gen game for it to literally just be a multiplayer launcher?"
Mm.
I felt the same way. But I really haven't been into first person shooter scene, so to be honest, if your multiplayer is fire, I'm willing to pay that price. Like if they like a Warhawk, for example. I got all my money's worth out of
Warhawk is so good.
multiplayer only game like Warhawk. Or even freaking MAG, a massive action game. I got my money's worth out of that, and that was multiplayer only. So I'm not sure if Battlefield can pull it off. I'm sure that there's always someone out there saying that this is worth the price and they love it. I've seen a few little gameplay clips of some people doing some interesting, fun-looking mechanics in Battlefield. They had I don't know if you guys heard of Just Cause, this game.
Yep, Just Cause.
Yeah.
They
Or
had
American
like
Square Enix.
I can't remember what it's called, the little glider thing that they had in that game.
Oh, the
I think they
wingsuit.
have-
The wingsuit, yeah.
yeah, they have the wingsuit in this newest Battlefield game, and I've seen people use the wing. They will jump off a building with the wingsuit, fly over to another building, and while they're flying, it's in third-person view, so they're just like floating across the sky, and then they like mid-air, they'll I guess they'll switch back to first-person mode, and they're like basically soaring through the sky but falling, and they'll snipe someone, and then I guess they're hitting a button to go back into glider mode, and they'll start gliding again. And honestly, it looked like they were playing Super Mario World there for a second. You know how Mario with the yellow cape, he can like
Yep.
Oh yeah, he can bounce.
Yeah,
Boing.
yeah, that's basically what they were doing. And I was like, okay, that looks kind of fun. If you really know what you're doing with that, I could see someone having a lot of fun with that specific mechanic. But I was like, I don't know if that's enough for me to want to go out there and do something like that. But yeah, that was at least one interesting thing I saw that people were doing in that game.
So question about Halo. I'm honestly a little surprised about Halo because I thought Halo's popularity pretty much was like done.
Mm-hmm.
Looks like a done deal. But it seems that Halo Infinite, I don't know if it's just like the hype of it releasing, of it being a new game, but it seems that Halo Infinite is going to have some legs.
Here's what I say about that. I am interested to see how, because like I said, in regards to Call of Duty and how I said Call of Duty, they like to move on to the next game. And when it comes to first-person shooters, if last generation has taught us anything with the whole battle royale shit, is if you're gonna make a first-person shooter, you really have to heavily support it, and your community has to continuously grow when you support it like that. That's what last generation first-person shooters have kind of made the norm, and which is why I feel Battlefield and Call of Duty right now, they aren't going to last, especially if they're coming out the gate like this. I'm interested to see how Halo is going to be relevant wise a year from now, because the battle royales aren't stopping, right? Fortnite, as you guys are bouncing off of the wall with your Narutos with the MKs and shit, they're still popping, So it's like, I'm interested to see what Halo's going to look like.
I think why
even half a year from now. Go ahead.
I think why Halo is going to be relevant is that, one, this is like a solid AAA quality first-person shooter, but you can play the multiplayer for free. So and those who want to play the single player, that's free on Game Pass once you're paying your Game Pass subscription. Like that's included, basically. So I think that's where they're gonna get people, especially because of the fact that Microsoft hasn't they've with how they've done Game Pass and how they're doing their distribution of games now, it's no longer just locked into the sort of like Microsoft Xbox launcher thing. You can get those games on Steam. You can get it on other platforms. So because of the fact that you could go on other places and purchase the game, and then it's also free on those platforms, it's easier for people to easily say, hey, you know what, I can just pick it up here, where I'm comfortable keeping my games and just play the game that I like playing. And once this game is doing well enough, I'm pretty sure Microsoft is going to support it with whatever they're going to put in there to keep people coming back. And again, it's solid. This is Halo.
Here's the thing, though. No, I understand it's Halo and whatnot, right? What I'm trying to figure out, because remember, this is today's age of gamers we're talking about. Their attention span is shorter than the fucking is fucking short as shit. Fucking shorter than DualShock 4's battery life. Like
Crazy.
They will fucking no matter what you do, if your game it could be a really good game, it could be heavily supported, and once the next big thing comes around, they're moving on, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it's like I said, I'm interested to see how this is going to be a year from now. You're probably still gonna. I'm not saying that you're not gonna see Microsoft and 343 supported. I definitely think they will. You'll see all types of new things that they're doing, but. And like you said, it's going to be easily accessible to a lot of people. Game Pass, it's everywhere and whatnot. But sadly, I still don't think that's enough for these type of gamers that are out here willing to just, especially when you can hop in there and play at any time and just leave. There is no store I'm looking for.
I think the thing though, I think the thing though is that I don't think they're making Halo for the Gen Z or whatever, the generation that just gets into a game for 2 seconds and then they're bored and they're ready to go on again. And then the other thing too is I think we underestimate that generation as well, because I have kids and I know I have nieces and nephews and all this sort of stuff, and some of the games that I would be surprised that they actually pay attention to or they get interested in, games that I think there's a lot of investment. I'm not saying that they don't play all that other stuff that their generation plays, they do. But there are some games that they get into that have quite enough content, and the way in which they approach that content, like I've seen my son sit down and play Mortal Kombat, and spend hours just practicing his combos and perfecting it. Like that was of interest to him, and he's watching people on YouTube doing certain things, and he's practicing to do it too. And so I can't say that. Also, actually, we can't say that just like call it, this generation is going to get bored of this instantly. I think more so than anything else, the people who are going to hop into this and stick with it are going to be our generation, older people who played the Halo games before and want to come back. And then the younger generation, hopefully they come in for the ride,
I think I don't think it's hard to believe. Obviously, I think a nice handful of the hardcore Halo guys are going to be sticking with this. In regards to Gen Z, aka honestly the video game masses, like you were saying, your son, he's in there playing the Mortal Kombat for hours and whatnot. Yeah, that's hours, right? When I say short attention span, I'm talking about like past the 6-month, span area, right? Do you think your son is still going to be playing the Mortal Kombat to half a year from now, or is he going to be playing something else?
He's actually not playing Mortal Kombat because I told him I actually took it away from him about.
I mean, obviously, yeah, it's fucking Mortal Kombat, so
yeah,
he shouldn't have been playing it to begin with. But you know what I mean? Like, there's no offense to your kid, but there's a high chance even if you let him play it and he was in there deep and whatnot, it's a high chance he wouldn't be playing it half a year from now.
He does have a short attention span. I mean, most kids their age do have a short attention span, but that's why I'm saying, like, I think most of the people who are going to be in this are going to be people like us, and then the younger kids, they'll play for a bit.
You also have to take into consideration a lot of these kids from today's age, they are heavily influenced by influencers. And if there's one thing these influencers are screaming at the top of their lungs, especially about Halo, like, what was his name? Dr. Disrespect? He was on... He said something on a clip one saying that these games aren't launching with battle royales. They're gonna fail. Don't support it. Blah 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 blah.
Did he really say that?
A lot of these.
Wait, he said that?
He did say that. Yeah, he said that. And a lot of these kids are
Damn.
like, well, Dr. Disrespect said it doesn't have a battle royale. This game's gonna be trash. And just off of that, they won't even give it a fucking chance. It doesn't matter if it's free, it's right there and they could just download it and play it for themselves. They'll listen to their influencers who are giving them this, that stupid narrative to not even give it a chance because it
Damn.
doesn't have battle royale.
I honestly wouldn't be surprised if like a year from now they added battle royale to Halo.
But it doesn't need
At this point, it would.
sort of thing.
No, see, here's the thing though. At this point, it wouldn't hurt them to add it.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like with Infinite's movement as well, the way you can Infinite plays a lot kind of like Titanfall / Apex, where you can not wall run, but you can like slide, wall climb. Like there's a lot more movement options in this game than there would be in a regular Halo game.
I haven't looked at
and
the story mode, but isn't it like more free roaming now as well already?
The story mode is open world. It's open world.
They're saying the story mode, the level design of it reminds people of Halo 1, where Halo 1 had a open area, more so an open area for its levels.
Yeah.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
And that's what they're saying Infinite has. Not necessarily open.
Infinite is actually a bit different in the sense. Infinite is, as far as I know, you can explore the whole Halo ring from the beginning of the game.
No, but here's the thing, that's not true, because when I was watching I think it was a developer breakdown of the game, and they did say it's not open world. They did what Rick was saying is that it's big areas and you can explore the areas, but it's not open world.
So, I was gonna say it's like something like SMT5 because they have big areas, but you can't really explore the whole thing.
Open areas that are just available.
From what I saw in some of like the most recent trailers as well, is like they said in like the most recent trailers is that they have something, they have like what's looking for it's that like like in like open world games you have like bandit camps more or less. Like at Skyrim and stuff, like you can find things like goes to Tsushima, you gotta like liberate people. They have stuff like that in Halo Infinite that's occupied by Covenant people.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right, so hoping Halo Infinite keeps this momentum because I honestly thought it was pretty much over and done with, but seems the hype is still always there. I'm not really big on Halo. I played Halo, I think 1 and 2, and I remember having fond memories playing it split screen with my brother, but I just never could actually get into the Halo games.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And if you ever did want to play it though, the campaign's going to be on Game Pass day one. So if you do the first time Game Pass subscription, where you get a month for $1, you can play the whole game in that time frame and then cancel. Okay. If you ever want to try it.
There's also like the multiplayer stream. Like if you ever wanted to just mess around in the crack shack of multiplayer nonsense with all of us, you can always ask.
I want to wrap this up, but I got one more question. So Halo, let's see. Actually, nah, that's not gonna work. That's not right. Never mind that. Scratch that.
The answer was yes, but anyway.
Nah, forget that. All right. So, any closing thoughts on Halo?
It's fun.
It's fun.
It's fun. I hope they keep adding more stuff to it.
If you get the battle pass right now, it's like $10 and it's good until May.
Oh yeah. All right. Fine. All right. Like this was a shadow drop, right? Like they just dropped
the anniversary, but they also leaked 2 days beforehand. So,
but why? Well, why do you guys say? Oh, because it leaked 2 days beforehand. Is that the reason that they just brought it out?
No. They had planned. They had premeditated to release the multiplayer early. This they're calling it a beta right now. Like right now, it's in beta until the actual campaign drops, and then it's just going to be in one full package. But they basically had told everyone that it was going to release at the same time as Infinite, and then when they released it early, it was their way of being like it's a surprise, whatnot, so on and so forth. But like everything else on the internet, I can't remember who it was that tweeted it. I think it was Riku or maybe it was Mighty Keep. Someone tweeted that you can truly never have surprises on the internet anymore, and it absolutely sucks that leaked culture is such a thing because everything gets leaked.
Yeah, that's true. So they're calling this a beta. So as it is right now, it's a beta. Then when it comes out in December. Then that will be the official.
Yeah,
that's what they said. Basically, it's early access right now, basically.
Okay, all right, cool.
But at the end of the day, they've stated they're going to be making the multiplayer free to play indefinitely. So it's free to play now. It'll be free to play then. You just got to pay for the campaign if you want, or you go Game Pass and it's free on Game Pass. So
the only thing you'll ever pay for when it comes to Halo and its Halo Infinite's multiplayer content is a battle pass or cosmetics. Other than that, you'll be fine.
Okay. All right, guys.
Yeah, go ahead.
I was gonna wrap it up.
Yeah, wrap it up.
Okay. All right, guys. So that's the podcast, guys. Let's get to our outros. Bao?
Thank you all for joining us for another episode of the HBMP podcast. It is I, Bao Zakariga, and I've still uploading SOW 30 stuff, but taking a bit of a break from the game to play SMT and Pokemon. But I'll be back to uploading stuff in my regular videos soon enough, so stick around for that. I hope you all have an enjoyable night.
Oh wait a minute, yeah, you're uploading stuff about SRW, right? Doesn't that game have like a whole bunch of characters, and you're uploading like each attack?
Not every character, just new stuff that hasn't been in the games. But yes, it's a lot.
Oh, but yeah, I was gonna say that's gonna be a lot, but that's gonna be like good like stuff for people to come back to. That
Oh yeah, years later it'll be.
That's a good idea.
Yep.
Q.
Yeah, thanks for tuning in. It was a good episode. As always, I am your husbando Dreams. Despite the fact that I have not been putting out pretty much any content recently, and my streams have been dominated by my missus, who's currently streaming Persona 5. So if you guys want to see that, she's on Twitch on Wednesdays. She's calling them Wifey Wednesdays. So if you guys want to check that out on my Twitch account. Yeah?
No, I was saying that's cute. Like the name she gave.
I thought you said my...
Yeah, I thought you said Q. That's
that's the Wifey Wednesdays. No, that's cute.
Yeah, actually, you know what?
That's a good idea.
Dubeard actually has been checking out the streams, and him and a couple of the people in the stream have actually been saying she's better at it than me. So I think I'm gonna just give up streaming, you know. So yeah, who knows?
Damn.
Anyway,
100,000 subscribers. Is the page even yours at that point?
That'd be crazy.
yeah. Well, they like her more than me, it seems like. So I'm just the moderator now. So yeah.
Okay, I was going on the next one.
I was gonna super chats really quick. Shadow,
yeah, go ahead, Blake.
If I can be so brazen. We got a super chat from Sebastian. Just made it back to the last minutes, but hope everyone has had a great night. Yes, Sebastian, it has been a great night. Thank you for super chat, and also for Duo saying Miss Q on Twitch on Wednesday is absolutely fire.
Okay, so now I gotta go make sure I'm there on Wednesday.
Oh, dude, she sounds like you. She talks like you. She's a female you. I not even 3 minutes being honest. She said, "Here's the thing, right?" I went, "Oh no, not you too."
Now you gotta wonder who started it. Was it her and she got it from him, or did he get it from her?
Well, here's the thing. We'll never know.
Here's the thing. We'll never know. Now we gotta hear your son talk. Here's the thing.
Oh no! There's two of them.
Oh, we got another super chat really quick from Ace saying, "I wish all of you gentlemen a good night. I wish you a great night as well, Ace. Don't forget the lotion."
Same to you.
Yo, what?
It's a thing in my stream. Don't worry about it.
All right. Blake, go ahead with your outro.
All right, this has been West Town HD. As always, a big thanks to everyone for coming out. It was fun. I'm glad that we actually got to have a bit of a longer episode, considering we've had all this pent-up JRPG juice for the last, month and a half, it's felt like. So I'm glad that we got to sit down, hatch it out, say everything that was on our minds. And, we'll see you guys in the new year.
All right.
At this point, probably.
Oh, man. You hate to hear it. Sosuke?
It has been me, the Wandering Gamer, passing through Arisu Sosuke, and it was good to be here. It was also good to talk about the fact that I'm having a Game of the Year crisis and I need a hug. I can't make this decision. I might actually have to sit down and think about this. And to the rest of you who aren't having that, hope you enjoy your Game of the Year, and I hope you sing the praises of it and get others to play it. And that'll be it for me.
And Riku.
Peace out, people. Everybody have a good night. Speaking of Game of the Year and that whole talk, I'm going to put Shadow on blast right now. Shadow, are we having another HVMP before this year is over? And if so, are we going to talk about Game of the Years?
We got to talk about Game of the Years.
Okay, so we're definitely for sure not having one next week, because that's I'm visiting family for Thanksgiving. Yeah, it's definitely not happening. So I will say, fingers crossed.
Maybe.
December 5th. is when we're gonna come back. Fingers crossed. I don't have any plans from them, but I don't know if something might happen. I can't.
Wow.
You know,
All right, people, hold them to that.
So hold me to that.
You're saying December 5th, which is the day after my birthday, and also happens to be my brother's birthday. So,
man.
You have a twin?
I can speak an accent in your place, Q.
I know, right? What accent? Wait, what accent?
Oh, right. People never hear their own accents. Never mind.
I think it would be nice to talk about our top 3 games instead of our game of the year. But yeah.
Okay,
good night, everybody. Peace out.
All right, guys. All right, we out of here. I plan to stream more SMT5. But what I really want to do is because I want to make a video on Tales of Arise, and every time I go to finish up the script, I feel like I have to do an experimental playthrough for the game. Maybe not an entire playthrough, but maybe like 5 live streams. Just to see if my theories are correct when it comes to some of its gameplay hiccups, I'll say. But we'll see how that goes. But anyway, that's it. We out of here. Peace.
Deuces.
Peace out, people.